I have a notion about dreads too, 2K. Like I do think that those people don't wash up the best. Like they wouldn't be highly ranked. Like people washing up, people with dreads would be lower on the totem pole.
Mm.
This is crazy.
It never gave dirty. Like nothing ever gave dirty.
No, they do.
It's to give lazy.
It
Yeah.
doesn't. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I did lock my hair for lazy reasons.
You said
Damn.
But that's because I
That was
don't
easy.
personally like to go get my hair done and it hurts.
Yeah,
We
that was
lied,
easy.
so
Afford
Yeah,
it to me.
Shahrazad Ali, The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. Yeah.
hey, it's a 10 out of 10 book right here, bro.
Whatever.
I don't
That book
know.
from like
'Cause it's
1980,
already
right?
Mm-hmm.
giving out false notions. So I don't know about
No,
that.
no, dreads are right because it's unkept on purpose so it can lock, right?
Right.
No, what do you mean unkept on purpose?
Like you let it knot up, right?
No, not no.
Dread up,
Lock?
Yeah, but it's not right lock, but
Lock
it's not unkept
why?
because it's not. I go to the beauty shop. I get my hair done. I get my hair washed. I get it twisted and styled. Like
Yeah, every
what?
6 months.
But you still have to
No.
maintain it because your hair will fall out.
No,
Yes. Have you ever had
Like-
locks? Do you
there's
have,
really
have
no
you ever had
maintenance
locks?
to that shit.
Huh?
Excuse me?
Do I need to call Be Nice?
Out of all people.
Okay,
Exactly.
well,
His dreads look fine.
no, they don't.
And mine's look better than his. Guaranteed him because it's a show where you said that I was one of the top 3, top 4. I remember that. So we could pull the footage.
no.
So for
One
you to
time
put me against
you
Be
didn't
Nice,
get your
it's crazy.
you didn't. Well, there was one day you didn't get your hair done in so long. I thought you had just cut your locks out. It was all new growth from here. You didn't get a retwist in 6 months.
but it was slick to the guys. And the edges was eaten.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that dollar store shine sheen you had.
It
on
never
there.
was. It never.
You ain't gonna fool me. I know blue magic when I
$9.
see it. You ain't.
It was $9.
That to me, nigga. I know blue magic when I see it. Ain't about
Do I
nothing.
have a delay?
Y'all niggas come up here with all these.
One. Say cat.
Hey.
Obama phone.
Okay. When I say one, y'all say two. 1.
2.
3.
2.
All right. I don't got a delay.
Why are you so happy?
Well,
like smiling for?
Maybe Star couldn't hear me because she said 3.
She
No,
heard
I
me
did
say
that on
2.
purpose. Yeah.
No, you didn't do it on purpose. That's how your brain works. Remember, a woman will say that she has sex for 4 minutes, 24 hours, and you'll tell her what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Remember? Yeah, don't worry about that. So, nah. Save space. Perfect.
Hey, man.
They were waiting for you, Shaw. They said we can't. The lady said we can't start without Shaw, man. You know what I mean?
I'm a little saucy, but I'm gonna do my best.
Saucy.
Not saucy.
Hey, man.
Wait, why you put Shad at the top, man?
I'm gonna do my best, man. I'm gonna do my best.
retire.
Shad, you see the oppression, right? On the panel. You see this, right?
It's gonna be
Shad be
fun,
letting
man.
Mississippi down, man. Shad be letting Mississippi down, bro.
Why would he do
Nah,
2K?
Oh, like he be representing right sometime, man.
I represent right, man.
Mississippi, man. Damn, I ain't think I would ever have friends from Mississippi, bro.
Yeah, we that's all we are, friends. We like the gift to America, bro. It's just
Bro, everybody from HAMP, when you do your Googles, bro, everybody from Mississippi, literally.
That's a fact.
Most black people from Mississippi, bro. Like famous people, look where they born. Look where they was born. You'll see.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm realizing. Like, I didn't know that them niggas was from Tugelo, the Ray Shimon niggas.
Yeah, Tupelo, yeah.
Tupelo.
That's the where your school's at, right?
No, that's Tupelo. My school is Tougaloo. It's in Jackson.
Wait, you went to Tougaloo?
Yeah, I went to Tougaloo, yeah.
You know my nigga Jane Carter?
Yeah. He a noob. Yeah, I know his sister.
Random nigga from a college.
Yeah, sister, all them. Yeah. I know them. Them good people.
See, let me tell y'all this, man, real quick. Let me do this PSA, man. When a nigga can name a random nigga and you know him from a college, the college is too small. if the college doesn't have a football team, it's not really a college. It's more like a secondary school or a prep school.
Hey, it's cool. Hey, they just call our school 13 grades, so I ain't mad about that.
Wow.
They just call it 13 grade.
Damn,
That's a
man.
private college. Sean, that's a prestigious school.
Yeah, man, hella history, bro. We used to keep make sure the civil rights leaders were good when they came to Tougaloo for sure.
They kicked Charleston White out of college when he came there.
Really? I ain't talking about that.
Nah,
man.
you could you definitely know it's historical because they got a graveyard on it.
Hey, listen, I ain't scared of the truth, man.
That's one thing, man. What's up with y'all? Y'all feeling good? What's popping?
I'm feeling too good. I'm feeling too good.
You feeling good? Yo, that's when you get that buzz, man. That perfect buzz.
Yeah.
This Krishana was popping.
What's going on, y'all?
I can love you. I can love you.
I know that outfit and look when I see it. Sean, what's popping?
Hey man, just hanging on. You know what I'm saying? By a thread, man. What's the word?
Why you don't do like one of the woke potions, like coconut oil or juice or something like that?
Oh no, it's sleep. That's what it is.
But I thought that stuff be having y'all like energized, like.
I don't know that woke stuff they be doing, man.
Oh, so you use real deodorant still?
Oh yeah. Hey, look, I got some. I went to the gym with some aluminum free deodorant, man. I came back, man. I'm like, nah, this ain't gonna get it, man.
I got some
that aluminum. You said what?
I got some Coke if you need it. Yeah, that shit gonna get you up.
That's a fact, nigga.
Yeah.
You do a bump, nigga. You be up here. You do a 25.
Be nice.
Be nice, man. Be nice, and he ain't. I don't know when the camera turn on, man. He get be something. Arnold, what's popping?
Perfect. Good, bro.
Yo, man, y'all don't have central air out there,
No,
but isn't it always warm?
no. Like 75.
He on the West Coast?
That ain't warm.
It's not.
What?
That's a chamber of commerce type of day.
What?
Yo, Arnold, you got an echo.
I'm about to switch to my laptop.
All right.
Perfect.
Is he on the West Coast, Hal?
Yeah, he ain't.
Yeah, they don't have central air on the West Coast, y'all. They open up their windows for real.
That is interesting. I guess because it don't get like it's not humid, huh?
Nah, like, cause my wife, she's when I stayed in Hawaii, they just open up the windows, bro. They just let the breeze blow out.
Yeah. Yo, it be the humidity that be killing you. Like when it's so humid, man, that shit's so uncomfortable. Like like DC, I don't know if this is a fun. It's so humid because it's in a swamp, it's in a moat, and so that shit, man, the mosquitoes and shit like that, ridiculous, man. Shaw, what's popping?
I told you I got a few people that help me when I'm working on scripts, kind of giving me feedback. People I trust. So I got the feedback today. We ready to go, man. We ready to go in real life. So the script is done. The hard part is happening now. I'm glad I'm here today, right? Because I want to say again, appreciate you for allowing me to use your platform to raise money for the project. So now I want to start making sure everyone's a part of the process. But I realized I have emails and don't have names, so I got to figure out how to deal with that issue, bro. I got a lot of emails and not names, so I got to figure that out. But I want to make sure for those who donated that based on the proper tier, they get what they're supposed to get from the project. But I got to get names. We got to figure that out. Yeah, I got a lot of emails and don't have names. The platform we use, I think people just put the email and then put their name. So I got to figure it out.
Yeah. Okay.
I did not know you was a writer, Sean. I got two movies coming out this year.
That's what's up. We can talk, man. I'm trying to get money with all my people.
Booty and the Beast.
Okay.
Yeah, and my second one is called City Studs.
Okay. I probably can lend something.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Nah, but for real, man. Again, appreciate y'all, man. And we about to get popping. So I'm excited, man. I write music too, help. So y'all gonna hear some new music I'm working on too, bro. So it's up. It's up.
Yo, man, that shit is beautiful, man. We proud of you. Perfect. I know my part, nigga. You heard? Let's get it, man. Lee, what's poppin'?
What's up,
Good.
What's good, y'all? I'm ready. Y'all ready?
Yeah, I think so. I don't like your tone that much, but yeah, we ready.
I'm happy. Life's good.
Indeed, man. Stop moving around so much. Your shit looking like Saw shit a little bit. Saw, what's good? Perfect.
Hey y'all.
What's the word?
My it's still blurry.
You itching? You itching? What you doing?
Is it still blurry, sir?
It's good as it's gonna get.
Yeah, you lucky we in public. I couldn't say what I wanted to say.
Yeah, man, you got that extension on that phone bill. They done slowed it down a little bit.
I'm actually on the Wi-Fi, but I got the cheapest plan, so that's probably what's wrong.
Yeah, that 2 gig plan ain't worth it, man. That is a gimmick when they put that on the TV, $29.99. That ain't it.
And I'll be like, sign me up.
Yeah, you can't even watch clothes at the same time.
Look, it gets the job done over here.
I
don't know about tonight, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not really. If you think about it, it's actually
like this is literally a one-off. It's okay.
Jeannie, what's poppin'? Perfect.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Perfect. Like that. Perfect.
Perfect. What's up?
What's poppin', man?
All is well in the world, Hamp.
What that mean?
All is all is well, and as it should be in the world.
It ain't never all good, Dr. G. They ain't never teach you that?
It's as it should be.
Okay, touche. We already got Krishana in, right? Perfect. Now she done froze, man. Yo,
hey, hell, Dr. G, one of my favorite people, man. We got to show her how to put her IG under the name, bro. We got to make sure we get her right. We got to get her right. I don't like seeing it, Dr. G. We got to get you right, man.
And you know what was crazy, Shy? Because I definitely was like, I think I need to tell her that.
She don't know that she could put at Dr. Jeannie Fox and be fine. She thinks niggas. Jesus Christ, boy.
Whatever.
All right, let's help her out, man. All right. There you go.
Your camera looks so good, Arnold.
Thank you.
Oh, appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Oh, you got me together. Thanks, Hamp. Jeez.
Let's get it, man. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend, man. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most.
Yeah. Perfect. Tell a friend to tell a friend. DJ Ham about to go live. Go hit the likes, my friend, on your way in. First off, salute the chat. And to all new cousins, welcome back. Heard you searching for the real. Well, this is where it's at. The latest topics and panels and brother, don't get sent to the bathroom. We got all the stats, too, back to facts in the morning or the afternoon. Tuesday, women's POV, to Friday, since the jamming tune. It's a community of real, and we better than the world news. Perfect. This might be risky. Perfect. I hope you know. This might be risky. Let's go. This might be risky. No, I love you, real. I love you. This might be risky. Salute to DJ Hamp, it's time to start the show. Salute to DJ Hamp, it's time to start the show. It's a stampede. DJ Hamp, the stampede. DJ Hamp, the stampede. Walk with me.
Yo, let's get it, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most, man. Salute everybody in the building. Salute my brother 2K, OG Sean, Safe Space Shy. Turn on the AC now. Salute to Arnold in the building. Krishana, Dr. G, Sherelle, Saudia. Let's get it popping, man. Make sure, please go follow all these awesome people on their Instagrams, on their YouTube, you know what I'm saying, on their Kick. Let's lock it in, man. Support is uberly necessary. We got 200 people in the building. Please hit the like button because that helps the channel the most. We've been walking this shit down in a plethora of ways about who's doing what, how successful are we. And one topic that we hit on was oppression. The thing about it is we said it yesterday, but we've been talking about it since Monday in terms of on Monday, we were talking about where do black men measure up? How do black men show up in the world? How do we measure up as compared to our counterparts? And if we don't measure up well, what are the reasons why? You could argue oppression is one of those reasons. And while you arguing that, I guarantee somebody will tell you you're running in the victim Olympics. We talked about women's rights yesterday in terms of what are you fighting for? What do you need feminists for now except to be having OnlyFans? But the women said, no, you got to fight to sustain and keep these rights. Not only that, y'all are ignoring several rights that we have. Then we talked about abortion ad nauseum. Then we talked about wearing other people's hair. Then we're talking about people complaining about first world problems. We talked about minimist, feminist, two sides of the same coin. So this is the finale of this oppression shit. Not to say it won't come back up, but I'm trying to bring all this shit together. Rel, you seen every show. What you think, man?
No, yeah, I definitely believe in systematic oppression. I do think that we made great strides, especially our ancestors made great strides to elevate us where we are now. But the fight is not over. Then the greater fight is for people who are really actively in the game. Of course, there will always be people that fall by the wayside and want to do nothing with their freedom, but those aren't the people that we focus on. We focus on the people who are trying to push the world forward. So I'm all for inclusion and making sure that we could keep on knocking down doors because we need that. Um, There'll always be people not taking advantage of the opportunities that we have now. But when we look at the system and the way that this country is set up, we understand that there needs to be more access to opportunity for women and black people. So black women being in a double minority within that, we definitely have a reason to keep fighting.
Okay. So let me ask, when we saying like the knocking down doors or opportunity, are we speaking about outcomes? Or are we speaking about actual opportunity? Like all I need is a chance type of opportunities, or when I get the chance, I have an expectation. Like I expect to get this job. I expect to get this opportunity. I expect to get on the field. Is that what
No,
we asking for? Or are we asking for just let me in so I could get a fair opportunity to prove myself?
we asking it for a fair chance to prove ourselves. We very cocky. We feel like we're very capable. We have the value. We can get this shit done. The problem is we're overqualified and we can do it better than a white man that has the title of the job that's ruling over us. So a lot of times we in the room and we making shit move and we making things shake, but we not being elevated to the positions that we need to be just because of our race or our gender.
Okay. 2K, do you disagree with the overqualified point?
Absolutely, bro.
Why?
If women were so overqualified, and I know the credentials, the degrees, like they won't have these little dumbass kids. Overqualification, I don't. You guys don't have the experience. So y'all, all y'all degrees or the qualifications that y'all use to insert them words in the argument is simply telling me that you have the power to endure. Like you can stay in college for X amount of times and go in debt for X amount of dollars so you can get this degree. I don't think that you guys are overqualified, especially more than men, because the men built the qualifications. They built the standards, the SOPs. So I don't think that you guys are even in the ballpark when it comes to being more qualified than, I ain't gonna even say any man, but not especially not the white man. It's they game you playing.
Is that systematic though? So 2K, I remember you made a point about we are in our age to be fucking up. White people had 100 years to fuck up and then they got right. Now we in our fucking up age, we being judged by a thing when they didn't get judged in the same point in time.
Absolutely.
So systematically, if women don't have the experience, is it because systematically they were held back?
Absolutely. That could be a great point, but it still don't negate the fact that they don't have the experience. So
You're saying it still is what it is.
It is what it is.
But do you think the reason I conveyed is justifiably so? Like, isn't that the reason why they need to get in there to get the experience?
Yeah. Or if they the first ones through the door and not the black men, y'all just gonna take the brunt of the blame. And I don't think that'll be good. Like, hey, y'all gonna be looked at as a case study why women shouldn't, versus them giving men the grace to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's y'all the first Indians over the hill, this is the exact reason why women shouldn't be in this field, is what they're going to say.
Oh, I see. So when you get the first black quarterback and he's trash, you say, "This, see what I mean?"
This is what we talk about.
So when the women get through the door first, they representing all black people.
Yeah.
And then when they fail, they say, "See, why we let these niggas in the first place?"
Facts. That's been they plight for the last couple years, and now you kind of see it backfiring with the firing of a lot of black women because of the AI boom. So the first ones to getting cut is the black women now, and that's because they was the first ones to get through them doors in a lot of the corporate America spots.
Damn. Interesting point. Anybody?
So I got
Ask
a
a follow
question.
up.
Do y'all feel that a black woman could be a better lawyer than a white man?
Yes.
Can a black woman be a better doctor than a white man?
Yes.
Can a black woman be a better CEO than a white man?
Yes.
If you give these people the same opportunities, their gender is not a handicap. They can be overqualified no matter what the system is. There are actively black people in this country outdoing white people in this country. White people are the poorest group. It's not a handicap for us. We want the opportunities to show you we're better. Are black women faster than white men? Yeah. You know why? Because the fastest women in the world are black women. So it don't tell us what we can't do when every time you give us the opportunity to do something, we get it done. I know you're talking about the dumb schools, but that's another reason why we need. That's another fight. Why are our schools being?
So Sherelle, and 2K, you can respond. I'm thinking about the analogy about the fastest. They're fast as it pertains to the women, but when they're male counterparts, they're not even remotely close to them. Like male sprinters versus female sprinters, it's a 2-second difference.
What white people and black people? No, black people are the fastest in both genders.
Women versus men.
Yeah, I'm saying women versus men because you're saying
No,
like.
he's
I thought that was
talking
the
about.
analogy.
He's talking about black women versus white men.
Yeah, and I'm simply saying that when you compare those women, even though they're very fast, to the white male Olympians.
No, I'm not talking about the Olympians. I'm talking about the average one. All
like
of us
running.
don't have
Are you saying running?
You're not faster than
the average white man is not faster than the fastest black woman.
Okay.
So what I'm telling you is you need to be giving our greats the opportunity to be great. Because when our greats are they're being great, their greatness is out of the world.
Okay.
But in this example, all that, like, everybody that's black will have to be great to compete with the average white man. And I don't want to be the one to derail the conversation, but I just don't think no woman is better than any man. in anything. Maybe outside of the norm, like the nurturing, the cooking, and the getting it together. That's just really how I feel, because I know y'all ain't willing to take it to the lengths that any man would to just say that he's a man. Like,
So
are you
you
prepared?
think you faster than Shakira?
No, I'm not.
So she's better than you at racing.
Yes, she is.
So that just proved the exact thing you said wrong.
But
you just said that no woman is better than no man at anything.
But see, you got me going against the top athlete. If I were to train since she was be training, yes, my answer would be yes, I would be faster.
You wouldn't know.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I'm fast. I'm telling you right now.
And you being a little delusional. You being a little delusional, okay?
Bro, I just it's an unfair comparison. I'm talking about on a 1-to-1 level. If we talking about average, above average, supreme, premium, that's what I'm talking about. Because you not gonna, Sherelle, you being regular, you not gonna go against a top tier white dude.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Wait, this is what I'm saying, 2K. You act as if the women who are fighting for these things aren't top tier women. These are lawyers. These are women who had to pass the bar. It ain't easy to pass the bar. These jobs that they're trying to break industries in, these are already our elite. They're already going to get qualified. They're already going to get the education. They've already showed you that they're better than the average. We're not talking about the average.
So listen,
because this is the thing. We love to talk about how the worst of us could reflect on everybody, but we don't focus on how much the best of us really are the ones that make us look good. The best of us are even getting denied because of and being overqualified. The best of us are getting denied because of their gender. The best of us are getting denied because of their race.
I think it's multi-layered, because the reason we push each other to have businesses and to go out on our own and not eat off of somebody else is so we can control these things, right? So we talk about the white man who had manifest destiny, who set out to control these things, and they are controlling these things to make sure that the white man stays in power. Which is what we are telling other black people to do.
And so, Sherelle, what I'm trying to say is, when I say y'all not willing to go the distance a man would, you will try to run a campaign fairly. A man will cheat and do everything in his power before he lose, and you gonna try to do it morally. That's what I mean. The white man will kill everybody here before they go under.
2K, I guess I don't see that.
Yeah,
I done seen people say that the worst bosses is the female bosses.
Absolutely.
Right? So I'm saying that they are willing to sacrifice something to make sure you know who in charge. Where the man they kind of like back off and like, all right, you could take that day. I understand your kids got piano lessons.
No. I get that. I'm talking about the cutthroatness of it. Like,
I think the women in power portray those traits.
Yeah. A woman in power will fuck somebody that's lower than her over. Okay, if they beneath her, she'll fuck them over. But the men
for what?
See, you saying for what? For the
I'm
women.
asking you why? Why would she need to do that if they're beneath? For what? What gain?
Because women with power treat everybody under them like shit.
And what do men with power do? Because they do the exact same. So that's not like that's not
you. Sorry, you talking right now. If I was a man with power, you wouldn't have nothing to say. So that'll let you know what men with power do. We show grace. We show grace amongst the weaklings.
That don't make no sense.
So, Dr. G, you got the floor. I just wonder, do we see people, historically speaking, men and or women, wielding power with benevolency?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Dr. G, did you want to say something? Oh, go ahead, Arnold. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying that us thinking about that equality is a thing is the white man being benevolent.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a fact.
I don't help me with the correlation between that, what you just said, and the idea that Black women are somehow beneath the lowest white man, or she can't compete with the lowest white man. There is no white man in my work that I lead them. I'm the boss.
How
they don't have the credentials. I do. So I don't understand what you're saying.
Dr. G, they created the credentials that you need to have to even be qualified to them.
Right. So why don't they have them then? If they created them, you would think then they would have them so that they could, if that's the standard. So the credentials are the standard, right? This is what you need in order to be compliant in this particular field or in this particular role, right? So why don't more white men possess this so-called standard?
Dr. G, look around for your answer. Every man up here know a degree is bullshit. That's something that's keeping y'all in debt. That's something that's keeping y'all down. And it's something that's keeping y'all with a false equivalency. I have a degree. I can't do nothing with it but make a good fire. So
2K, that's an anecdotal. That's an anecdotal situation because I have 3 degrees and I do a lot with them. I'm at the top of the pay scale. There's no white man that works with me that earns more than me.
Well, let me ask one question, 2K, real quick.
More than you.
There is no white man. White man, stay focused. Stay with me, baby. There is no white man that works with me that out earns me.
Question, Dr. G. Do they work for you?
No, they don't work for me. They work with me. I work for a Black man.
Okay. So the white men don't work for you specifically there's a Black man's company?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm saying, Dr. G, the degrees that y'all, and I get it. I get what it means to y'all. But if you look
what it means is I'm able to go out in the world and do what America has said needs to be done in order to earn. That's what it means for me. It means that the standard in America has been set. You get certain degrees, you qualify for certain things with those degrees. So I have that, and so thus I qualify for certain degrees. That's what it means. The standard has been set. I've superseded that standard. That's all it means. It doesn't necessarily put me in a better situation socially, but economically, it certainly does.
Dr. G, all that degree, them 3 degrees taught me is you know how to endure.
I just said that though, 2K, but economically, it puts me in a position.
How? With the debt to ratio and your income? Like.
What do you mean? I don't have any debt.
Okay, well, you one of the lucky ones.
I wasn't lucky. I was strategic. I did what the white man said you have to do in order to get these degrees and not be in debt. I used the system that they put in place to get my education at the top. Okay, the top of the education, right? And not have any debt associated with that. I did what they put in place and they're not even doing it. So I don't gel with this notion that some white man is somehow doing better than we are, Black women. That's not true.
So wait.
You said that, and I'm just telling you that's not true.
So you think it's Black women, white men, white women, and Black men under white women? Do you think that's the process right now? So you telling me right now in society, with all degrees, that Black women are over white men in this country? Is that what you're telling me? I'm
telling you that in the organization where I work, there is no white man that's out earning me.
Okay, but Dr. G, do me this favor. I understand that point, and then what about the answer to his question?
A ranking system?
Well, it's just you can add context. It's just a question that was asked.
I mean, so if we're talking about ranking, then in the whole America, men are above women in that sense. Yeah, that's why, we were able to have that conversation about oppression. Okay, so if you want to say, go ahead, Ham.
My bad.
I mean, I may not be answering your question, so I'm willing to hear the
Well,
context.
no, he just had asked the question. Your answer, your reply, you just reiterated the point that Sherelle was making about when you put
Right.
the top of the top against these people, you see them outshine them. His question was simply, do white men outrank several other people, including black women in this country? So I guess the obvious answer would be yes.
Yeah, I don't necessarily have a problem with that. I'm more or less pushing back on the initial point that 2K
I know,
made.
I know, and
Yeah,
that's why I just clarified both, like I was
yeah.
saying. So, question: when we talk about oppression, do you think the sentiment is that black women are over black men?
Yes.
No.
In terms of how the
How?
country sees us? I'm asking. I'm asking.
Oh,
Let me get an answer. Arnold, is it yes or no?
Yes.
Real quick?
Yes.
Shah,
No.
Sean, 2K,
Yes.
Sword,
No.
Relly,
No.
Dr. G,
no.
Krishona,
No.
no. Arnold say yes.
Mhm.
Arnold, why? Krishona, why not?
I haven't. I don't have any examples or enough examples, rather, to say that women are overpowering men. And are we specifically talking about black women over black men?
Yeah, like in the United States, do they put what black men under black women in terms
Do I?
of
In terms of
just like oppression and such?
do I?
Because
No,
oppression is kind of the topic.
no, no. Thank you
Okay.
for that. No,
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. Well, Arnold say yes. Why you say yes, Arnold?
Yeah, I don't think that the black woman is as threatening as the black man. So she's more accepted in corporate spaces than the black man.
And
And
I
I,
And
read.
so that puts us over him, Arnold?
Yes,
Hmm.
right. Because
Hmm.
they're not. I guess they're not in fear of the building of the black family if the black woman is in power. But if the black man is in power, they're worried about the building of the black family.
My
Okay.
only
Go ahead,
my,
Sean. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
my only pushback would be, I mean, historically, black women have always been able to be in closer proximity to white men. When you think about slavery, who was taking care of the children, who was in the home, who was interacting with the slave master. So they've always been able to be closest proximity to white men because they're women. And just men don't consider women to be threatening. So that's kind of always the position they've been in. That's not a new thing now. That's always kind of been in society
So
throughout all these different through these different eras of society.
iteration.
Yeah,
So Sean, do you agree? You're saying the reason why essentially?
yeah. I'm just saying, like, that's a perception, but I mean, the fact is they don't have more power than black men.
Okay, but so I know it's not what you know is what you can prove, especially like in a court of law. So if people are perceiving that, is perception reality in that facet, especially
I
since these
mean,
are societal type outlooks, and this is not about us being against each other.
right? I
It's
got
about
you.
really baseline and like how we're seen in the earth as a community. Well,
Yeah,
in the
that's
earth, I mean United States.
yes, that's the constant struggle in America because America is a country built on perception. And
Okay.
what we think things are right. But I say once again, once you get behind what your eyes lie to you about, you'll see again when you talk about actual power, black women aren't more powerful than black men. We're
Okay.
fighting that perception right now.
So here's what's interesting, right, Sean, about that, because you're 100% right, but
Hmm.
nobody reads anything.
Hmm.
Nobody reads, dives into anything. Denzel Washington said this thing. He's like, it's not about being right or truthful. It's about being first. When we were
Hmm.
talking about the illegal immigrants with Cali, I don't know if you guys saw that show, but it was about they campaigned on getting all the murdering illegals out, right?
Hmm.
But it still says illegals, right? And when you read the 800 pages, that includes anybody who's breaking the law or here illegally. But they'll campaign on the thing that grabs your heartstrings, and they'll show a dead white girl that an illegal had raped and killed to get you to vote on that. You see?
Hmm.
But nobody reads it. You just look at the thing that galvanizes you to do something. But it still includes everything.
Hmm.
You see? And then we had an argument about, but that's not what they campaigned on. Well, of course, they can't campaign on all 800 pages.
Right.
You know, so the perception thing seems super strong, especially since we're in a microwave society.
Yeah, I'm definitely not minimizing the power of it.
Yeah.
But again, I think each generation of Black people specifically, I mean, we keep forgetting what the game is, and we kind of keep falling into the same trap.
Yeah.
I always argue that older generations had a better grasp of this trick. And now with the influx of media now that we have, I think it's definitely going to be an issue for our generation, because we're inundated with so much information. We don't really have a good grasp of what's truthful, what's propaganda. We are very emotion based when it comes to information. We struggle with confirmation bias. So if we already believe it, we don't scrutinize it. So those are things that we're currently struggling with.
100%. I 100% agree with your breakdown, you know?
Mhm.
And if I say what is the perception seems to be reality, especially you giving that breakdown. Dr.
Right.
G, I'm gonna go to 2K after Dr. G and Saw specifically. You said no, Saw said no. Can y'all tell me why? And then 2K wanted to raise a point or bring something back in. It's a broadcast.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Hamp. I don't even remember what you asked. I don't.
Are Black men considered lower than Black women?
Oh, right. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, no. Because men aren't, just from a society view, men aren't considered lower than women, period. That's whether they're earning or not earning or whatever. Men are considered to be above women, period. They don't even have to be especially smart or especially successful. They don't have to be especially good looking, but they're considered to be superior to women, period.
Okay. And if you put Black women versus Black men in like categories, let's say like leadership positions in corporate America, et cetera, do you think that Black men are more represented than Black women if we were to do like a Chat GPT search?
I think Black women might be more represented, but there are some catalysts as to why, right? I think that it's very much systematic and has a lot to do with the breakdown of our community, right? So kind of like what's already been sort of alluded to.
Yeah.
You elevate the woman above the man, how can the community survive? And that's a societal view, right? So that's why the women get the opportunities. But now that doesn't mean we're not working for them, because we are sitting through those classes. We are getting the credentials. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So you are agreeing then that based on the systematic things that Shad eloquently laid out, Arnold opened up with, and we often say, and most of us generally agree, that we're in a matriarchy in our community.
No, I don't believe that.
Okay, sorry. So my statement was most of us generally agree that we're in a matriarchy. That perception wise, are the Black women put also over Black men systematically or no?
I guess perception wise, Hamp, I guess perception wise, but my thinking is that women are always seen to be beneath men for the reasons that I laid out. The men don't even have to be especially talented or anything, and the women are seen as second.
Black men,
right? It's always, yes, men, period. Yeah. So it's men, women, children in that order.
Okay. So you're saying Black men specifically don't have to be exceptional to succeed?
They don't have to be exceptional to be seen above women.
Above Black women?
Yes.
Even with the systematic things? Okay.
Right.
Saw it? You said no, why? Hey.
So I feel like it's systematic as well. I also feel like,
hey, Saw, do me a favor. Tell me what you think.
So I think that it is very much systematic. Okay. I also think and feel that it stems from just men always being in this hierarchy. Because when y'all said that we was in a matriarchy, I was kind of confused. Um, because men still heavily dominate the government and women's rights. When I think of a when I think about a patriarchy, you said what?
White men.
Black people in the
No,
black
we're
community.
talking about black. We're talking about in our community.
So in our community, I still think there's a hierarchy. Men has always ruled, and I think honestly,
For
because
black people specifically.
yes, for black people, like it may be hard for y'all to get into those doors, but once y'all are in those doors, if it's a woman and a man, I feel like the man is going to get the hierarchy. And even with 2K point when he was talking about corporate America, you would see that corporate America is flooded with females. But when you look at the hierarchy as who is running these companies, these are men.
We're saying black. That's why we're at keep. That's what we said. That's what
I
we
understand. I
reiterated.
said yes,
Okay,
and
so
and I
yeah,
and I
but this is real quick. The point you just made, right? You went back to white men. That's why 2K was doing this thing. But we're saying in terms of our community, when you look at black men and black women, who's touted, who's pushed. That's why Dr. G and I were conversing about who's more represented in like corporate entities and such. And I think we came upon the agreement that it was black women.
I don't agree. So I feel like at the end of the day, even though um the outcomes look unequal, it doesn't always mean it's unfair. So I'm just still confused as to where do y'all get. I'm just confused as to where did y'all get the concept that women were above y'all.
So Shad, well, we're having a conversation. So what Arnold stated, and then Shad laid it out how women are less threatening, so they have closer proximity to white men specifically, and they also had an attraction in the whole 9 yards, right? And when you can separate those men from those women, especially when those men and women are in chains, what does that do to that entire societal structure? Hold
I
on,
just
Sarah.
well, I still don't think that plays to it. So yes, we still have that closer proximity, but like when I look at it, when it comes to getting the job done, regardless of what it is, they're going to go to the man, especially when it comes to leadership or whatever.
Yeah, I think here's what I see is the white men are here, right? You can feel the double minority sentiment that you guys continue to communicate by
Mhm.
having a woman and a black woman. Boom. Now you got the token in place. And black and women aren't threatening to men, generally speaking, especially those men that actually benefit from the patriarchy. So why not put her there over another man that you have to actually contend with? You see? So
I get that.
it's what's the word? Strategic, essentially.
It
Can
is
I go?
strategic.
Oh, whose turn is it?
But
2K.
Okay.
All right. So okay. I forgot I'm looking for this woman name. All right, but fuck it. They go. So black women, black men, white men. All right, let's put the white man at the top of the hierarchy. Okay. For this example. The black woman gets to get the ear of the white man. With the ear of the white man, more power is granted. So, in terms of physicality, the black man might be greater than y'all, but y'all got the ear of the muscle. And when things like that happen, you guys become what I like to call puppeteers. Okay? You guys get to do the white man's work for them, but on a screen. And in return, we'll give you a couple things too. Let's talk about it. The gay agenda. Black women push that shit over the hill. Feminism. Black women push that shit over the hill. The wage gap. Black woman push that shit over the hill. Now, let me show you the plight of when a black man wants something. Let's go to civil rights. Niggas had to die, get hosed by damn fire trucks, get ate by their nuts by dogs, even assassinated. So just by y'all being the white man's puppet, y'all get certain benefits from that. All while, and this is just by norm, because see, they know white women. They know for a fact if white women made more than them or was in these spaces, how the white women would treat them. So they won't let that happen. But we're gonna put the black women, we're gonna elevate them over the black man to kill two birds with one stone. We're gonna kill the black man and we get to keep the black woman at bay and have them do our dirty work for us. And so when it comes to just breaking it all down, y'all got the ear of the muscle. Y'all in our community, it is a matriarchy because y'all have the ear of the muscle. And that's what I mean by it.
That's
How?
Can I rebuttal? Can I give my
yeah.
point? Okay,
Yeah.
first of all, the reason why I said no is this. Black women go to school. Black women get educated. So of course they will be overrepresented in certain places because black men do not go to get education. Even though black women are more educated than black men still earn more than us, right? And they still have greater opportunity at success in this country. Why? Because this is a patriarchal country. Without going to school, the jobs that you can earn a lot of money in, all blue collar, hardworking, male dominated fields that takes strength, male strength to actually get done. Electricians, HVAC, etc. Right? So within that, of course, the world is they're supposed to make more, right? So this idea that the system is the reason why black women bust their ass. Black women go to school. Black women do what they need to do to earn the things that they have. Don't nobody like black women. Don't nobody like black women. Nobody's giving black women nothing for free. And I think it's just very disheartening to the way that y'all always think that somebody gave something to black women as if black women not busting their ass, studying, going to those schools and doing what they have to do to get in positions that they get in. But it's always this puppet this, puppet that. No, it's not. Black women are working their ass off to get in the positions that they get in. They're going to keep on opening the doors, and I support that. That's why they're there. But it don't matter because black men are still men. But we are in a matriarch. But we're not in a matriarch. We're in a matriarch because black women have been the backbone of their family. Anything that's taking the man out the home, or any time the man decided to leave, whatever it was, drugs, feminism, whatever. When the man is gone, the women has to stay and the woman has to do that. So most people have a big mama within that bloodline that holds that family together, that makes sure that family structure is strong. That's why we are matriarchy. So it's more matrilineal because we have a big mama. It's not that all women run it, but majority of it is ran by big mama.
Sherelle, okay, you might be right that nobody like black women, but this is not a likable position. If that position was so important, do you know who they would put right there if it wasn't detrimental to their community? White women. White women. That's who the positions that y'all got right now, they would get them to white women if they were so illustrious. They are giving y'all these positions to keep black men down. And
white women are in those positions more than us.
Okay. And the reason why black men make more in these fields is because we work harder, we work longer. You guys do bust our ass, but for 40 hours. I know black men who easily do 60-hour weeks. So yes, we make more because we work harder, or we might do something where we get to set the price.
Okay.
I just have a question. Can we define flat out patriarchy and matriarchy? Because I think that we are feeling like just because women are now getting treatment or have access to certain rooms or certain services or whatever, that we are in a patriarchy. Like,
we're in a patriarchy. They're not.
I mean, I made sure. I mixed it up. I made sure
because the leader of the black community is the white man. That's who holds the power of the black community. That's the uncomfortable conversation that people don't never want to admit. The power is always going to lead back to the person who holds true power. Like
Yeah.
I said,
But
even when it
that's
comes
But
to
my
2K's
whole
point.
point was saying,
That's
but
his point.
patriarchy doesn't even mean that females are at the top, like, or it's controlling.
Yeah.
So that's why
So
I wanted the
yeah. So
definition.
we can break it all the way down. So that's what Sherelle said is actually 2K's point. So if white men are indeed in charge of the black community, it's a pseudo matriarchy, right? So
Mhm.
it'll be angled as though women are in charge, running the houses, the family, the households, right? And they white men intentionally give them leverage so that the black men don't rise to the top. That's what 2K saying.
Because they'll empower their own women if that was the case. Do you think white women just sitting back and like, dang, why this black woman got that position? They ain't saying nothing about it because that ain't never how it's gonna be over there.
Well, we're more educated than them too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't disagree with the
man.
pseudo patriarchy point.
Y'all,
I think
y'all kids be dumb as hell. Cause why y'all be saying educated? If you was educated, your kids will know something. You got a degree. That's not education. That you just got a great way of obtaining shit that they taught you. What is
See,
that?
but that's the point that every person without a degree or without higher education makes. That it's just this or it's just that. It just doesn't make any sense. That's a standard that's set. Black women are jumping that standard by mounds, and then we want to come back and say it don't mean anything.
I got a degree. It don't mean nothing. I do
your degree don't mean nothing too, Kay. Okay.
All right, let me read these and I want to get shot in. And Krishana, feel free to jump in.
I did have something to say too.
Okay, check your mic, make sure it's actually in. It sounds a little bit echoey, like it may be talking through the microphone of the computer. So just check the
Does it still
StreamYard.
sound noise?
Check the gear shift on the StreamYard to make sure you have your microphone selected. Escobar, Shalawam, Ak with the $2. Yo, this might be risky. Salute. West End with the $5. Elizabeth City, you is small. I never met you, but we know the same people. Dwight from Houston played DB for that school. Your school is small as hell. It ain't small as Tugalo. I know that.
nigga, get it right.
Yeah, salute to Dwight, man. Actually, when I went through the pledging process, Dwight was my DP. Ducci with the $2 says a penny for my thoughts. Salute to y'all. Salute, kid. And Sam with the $5 says the fastest Caucasian man in 100 meter is French, 9.92 seconds. Flojo is still the fastest black woman in the 100 meters with 10.49 seconds. Stop making stuff up. BZ with the $2 says 2K resume probably in crayon. We get it, Dr. G. Crash out or cash out with the $2 says Dr. G cooking on why we are not oppressed. Chris Escobar with the $10 says come on, brother. Of our women have stated ellipsis. We don't need y'all ellipsis. Move out the way ellipsis. Let us do us. African American sisters. John with the $5 says, what are we talking about? Ellipsis. Even the bottom of the bottom women scream, we better, we buy more homes, we are more educated. Even John selling lashes. Trip with the $10 says, thank you for showing me and the younger ones than me these people. We would never think people like this existed. The Sambos are alive and talking. DJ Don with the $10. What up, kid? It says, HAMP, peace to the general and peace to the panel. 2K, salute. This is an easy topic. All things being equal, 5'9", 190-pound Lisa goes against 5'9", 190-pound Charles. Where is she winning? Luo the duo was popping. Perfect. Like that. 20 ball. Perfect. Says it's perceived power that's perpetuated through propaganda. The force doctrine is always prevalent in the natural world. The force doctrine, you guys familiar with that? Where essentially everything is either reinforced or taken by force or kept whole by force. So all rights are protected by force. And if you don't possess that force, then you need the force of another person to protect your rights for you. Escobar with the $5 says, this might be risky. Tell at Saudi the leftover birthday dinner was trash to fella. Rickay with the $10 says, black women in the United States are not more educated overall than white women based on major measures of educational attainment, like bachelor's and advanced degrees. DJ Don with the $5 says, so Arnold, by your example, you just said that black men are more feared. So how would that put women over or more powerful? You want to respond to this quickly, Arnold?
Yeah, I'm just talking about in relation to the like corporate business structure.
Okay. Front row. I don't know what it said.
Front
With the
row at the
$2.
fight.
2K spitting fire tonight. What does it say?
Front row at the fight.
Oh, front row at the fight. Salute, salute, salute. He says 2K spitting. Frederick with the $5. Black females are so educated! Exclamation point. So why are today's children illiterate and misbehave? Maybe one to say.
Yeah.
Shaw, what's up, man?
Oh, I was about to answer that.
Yeah, I kind of a lot of the forced doctrine is important, and I'm saying it because particularly black people now always make comments like we got to do our own as if black people never have. And the force doctrine will help you understand why without an army, we'll always be vulnerable people within America's structure. Without an army willing to die and having the infrastructure and tools to get the job done, no matter how much we do and build on our own, and just society history will show you we've actually attempted to build on our own a couple of times, dozens of times, and it gets taken every time because we don't have an army. So the force doctrine is real. 2K's point about like this idea of like leverage again, because if you really get in the weeds, you'll find out these positions you're talking about are support positions. It's still not leadership for the most part, right? There are women in leadership, but for the most part, it's support positions, particularly in what Arnold was talking about, like the corporate structure. So the idea that like they have the white man's ear and somehow it's giving them leverage. I think what you're speaking to is like all of us falling for the trick bag and how it's negatively influenced both men and women to inward fight versus saying more opportunity is a benefit for all of us. And it should be celebrated by all of us and shouldn't be used as leverage or something that separates us. But that's something on black people in our psychology that we got to fix. Being in this capitalistic society, it does it to everyone. Damn, I wanted to say something about your other point about the babies being dumb and saying y'all. It's just interesting again as men, we keep separating ourselves from the problem about our babies being dumb as if it's not our responsibility to make sure our kids are informed and educated. It doesn't make men seem more powerful when we say stuff like that. It's us admitting that we actually aren't involved in the education of our children, which is a problem. I understand maybe historically or traditionally that job was done for women, but women are in the workforce. So hearing men, particularly now, keep kind of championing y'all kids are dumb, is if it's not our kids, just kind of silly at this point, bro.
I want to 2K, bro. Just remember your retort. I want to add a similar point to the conversation. Then you got the floor. Another thing like that, shot that I was thinking about. I've thought about it before. And Mr. Fantastic and I had talked about it, and it was kind of said today. But the black women's mortality rate during like birth and etc. Right? It's like, well, y'all too fat. But if they dying, those women are at the very least attached to black men.
Right.
So at what point are these problems or her problems? Go ahead, 2K, right. And then Krishana, I know you wanted to say something, right?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, 2K, to respond to what he said. Then we get Krishana because she ain't said anything.
I ain't gonna be long. I just wanted to say that I feel like that a lot of women, like, they sacrifice the kids, and that's why I say the kids are dumb, because you got all that education, but you using all that brain power for the white man and not your kids. Yes, it do. The knowledge is not even being passed down. You got people at the school teaching your kids when you could be teaching them shit, and I feel like y'all kind of sacrifice the kids, Krishana.
So can I real quick to Krishana, that's his point, right? So okay, 2K, let's go with your point, right? But then black men are only making what, $3,000 or $4,000 more than our women. So what are we doing? So where are we spending so much time where our kids are not being educated? It's not like we were somewhere working, doing, you know what I mean? So what are we doing in the meantime while our kids are not being educated? We have to, I don't know if you have the answer right now, but we have to ask that question. It doesn't serve us at all.
No, the answer is because they in the workforce. Guess who they taking away from? There you go. If the black women are in the workforce, who are they taking away from? Shot?
Yeah. Technically, it would be the kids.
Yeah.
No. I'm talking about the economics. Because if we can hire black women and pay them lower than hiring a black man, who are they taking away from?
Black men and black women don't even work the same jobs.
I'm just,
and you won't
I
Majority
gotta.
of black women do
All right.
CNA jobs.
Damn,
Majority of
man. I
black
wish
women
y'all would be more cognizant.
That's
Krishana is
my
not
fault.
gonna fight her way in. She's still getting accustomed to this shit. Go ahead, Krishana.
Hey everybody. So there were a lot of really good things that were said. So y'all bear with me. I'm gonna try to bring it in. I'm gonna touch on a few different things that I heard
coming live from
tonight.
heaven.
And then I'll define the stuff that you asked about, Sadia. So someone said something about perception uh, being seen as a reality. And even though perception may not necessarily be true, it can hold a lot of weight. That's one thing. And then I do believe that two things can be true at the same time. In this case, since we're on a panel, there are multiple things that were true that have been said on this panel. Like, for instance, the way I look at things as far as considering someone better, I don't necessarily look at it from gender or ethnicity or nationality. I usually look at that as experience, skill level, or intelligence, who would be considered better. So that's my viewpoint on that. When it comes to in the workplace with Black women or maybe Black men and white men in leadership, I do agree with some of the things that Shad and 2K were saying in regard to maybe a Black woman wouldn't be admitting to be in a higher position over a Black man, but I also agree with some things that Cheryl was saying too. There are a lot of Black women out there who are qualified for certain positions. They may not necessarily all the time get the benefit, but maybe in most cases they might, because as the perception being seen as a reality, even if it's not necessarily true, that might be the reason why it's seen that it's more of a matriarchal type of thing when it comes down to that. And then I want to define the matriarchy and the patriarchy so that we all know what it means. So patriarchy, a system of society or government in which the father or eldest male is held of 50% trace through the male line. And then the matriarchy is a system of society or government ruled by a woman or women. So hopefully that made sense what I said, because I spoke to a bunch of different things. I heard a lot of different things on the panel.
Yeah, so you kind of just told us about what you liked.
That's
What
what
do
I think.
you?
That's what I think.
Yeah, but it was a lot of agreeing. So you just spoke on the stuff that you kind of like. Oh, that's a good point. Like
Well,
what
the
can we
question,
put in the conversation that might rub somebody the wrong way so we can get more understanding?
got it. So
We
when I
I don't
said that,
because Krishana, we don't really need the
yeah,
these people up here are professionals for the most part. These motherfuckers got self-esteem. They know it's called self, not we esteem. They don't need none of that shit. So we need to push this shit. You see what I mean?
well, this would be my push. So I heard a lot about more focusing on your gender or your ethnicity or nationality. I don't actually agree with that. I agree that a person being determined better has to do with their experience, their skill level, and their intelligence. I think that's what determines them, is whatever field that they're pursuing. That's what I believe.
Okay, so you're saying people's merit. Oh,
Yes,
like the Martin Luther King content of the character shit?
yes, or just actually having the actual skills, like your intelligence, your experience, your skill, not necessarily having to do with your gender or your, ethnicity or nationality. It has nothing to do with that. I think what determines with being better is your experience, your skill, and your intelligence in regard to whatever field you're pursuing.
So you think the Asians are just better and the white men are just better?
No, it depends on whoever the person is going for it. So they could be Asian, they could be whatever they are. They could be Black, they could be white. It has to do with your intelligence, your
Yeah.
experience, and your skill level in that field.
Except for when you go up, the further you go up, Black people start to disappear. So you just saying that they're just better than us.
The further up you go, Black people start to disappear. No, I don't think that that's necessarily meaning that they're better.
What does it mean?
I do believe in some cases that there might not be an opportunity presented to them.
Okay, so it's not that they're better, it's just that they had an opportunity.
In some cases, yes. Yes. In this
Well, what
in
do
the
you think
situation that
about
we're talking about, it's
majority or
not black
minority
and
of
white.
cases?
I'm
You
sorry,
think
go
like
ahead.
the majority or minority of cases that how did they get there? Why are they there?
It might be more of a majority where they don't have the opportunity. Yes.
Why? But the why is important because if skin color didn't matter, then it wouldn't be as prevalent. So where does nepotism lie?
Well, I'm not saying that skin color doesn't matter. I told you what I believe, what makes a person better. So skin color
Mhm.
will have a play in it in
Mhm.
some cases, yes. That so if you're asking me the majority, yes, I do believe that your skin color can have an effect in majority as to how high up you go. I do believe that yes, maybe, and I'm not really trying to go there with the race thing, but I will, yes, I do believe that there's a possibility that white women might feel more comfortable with black women being in a higher position versus hiring a black man to be in a certain position. Yes.
Why you weaken your statement with might? Like what you think? You think that they do
Because
see it
I
that
don't know
way?
I don't know the number statistics. I don't actually have the facts on that, so
Okay.
I don't want to
Okay.
misspeak. That's why I said might.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that that is emphatically true. See, everybody when you're dealing with other men, eventually everybody want to be the man, right? So eventually something got to give.
Mm-hmm.
Men understand that. Oftentimes, women do, contrary to popular belief, follow the instructions once they are comfortable in that space well and consistently. That's why you see the women up at the jail for 10 years. And she knows she can't go on Thursday because the other girl go on Thursday. She got to go on Saturday. So, okay. Now, good job. I had to push it a little bit just to
That's
see.
good.
So,
I can
no,
take it.
no, you did good.
Perfect.
You did good. You did good. I like it. I like it. I like it. Um, I forgot my train of thought. I'm too busy pushing that Krishana. I said, let me see what she got. So she did good though. She did good. Um, so think about this, right? Is this a us problem? The fact that we can't determine absolutely if it's a matriarchy, patriarchy, if men are indeed under, how should we solve for this? Does it make sense to try to get in quote unquote order?
Yes, that see
Yes.
what's going to happen is we're gonna need some trust. Either we gonna as black men gonna have to let women lead in totality, or they're going to have to surrender their perceived role in the community. So if the white people are still perceiving the black woman as the head of the community, then that lies the problem. They need to know that it's not that. So the child support, the government assistance, the welfare, go down there and cut all that shit off. Tell them black men back, we taking over the houses again, and you will quickly see what the fucking problem was. Tell them black men are back. Tell them, listen, we cutting all this shit off. We don't need y'all help no more. We back. And I guarantee you, it's gonna be some motherfucking meetings held behind some closed doors. That's a fact.
So, like,
Perfect.
we about to tell them you back. Are you really back? Or are we just telling them that?
We never left y'all. We been.
What are you saying? You calling the community a matriarch? That would mean there's no men.
There's men.
You called it a matriarchy. How's that possible if the men are there?
Hey, we finna send your ass to
It's
the
a hold
home.
up. It's a patriarchy with women there. What are you talking about, Dr. G?
We finna send your ass to the home stage.
That's not what he said, Arnold. That's not what he said.
He said the black community is a matriarchy.
Yes. How is that possible if the men are there?
No, I'm saying
I believe that the black women control the narrative in the black community.
What narrative? What are you saying? Like we're talking about a societal perception of the black community.
What is okay? What is okay? What we do, what it looks like. Black women control that in the black community.
How?
Because they are the griots. They are the ones doing the teaching, right? They are in homes with the children by themselves.
Why?
By and large.
Why?
Because the patriarch is not there.
That's the point I'm making, Arnold. That's exactly, my brother. That's the problem.
That's the
He's
problem. But
saying,
what is it?
he's
No, no. You said
saying,
it's not a. You said it's not a matriarchy.
right. He's saying,
But you are. Hold up, Dr. G. But you identified the problem.
no, you did.
You said
2K
that that's the
said,
problem.
2K said to go tell them that the men are back.
Dr. G, I don't think Dr. G, I gave us two options. Okay. Okay. The two options
I'm
were,
dealing with one of the options you gave, 2K. You said go tell them the men are back. My question is, are you back?
we never
No, they're not.
know. It was the perception. I said go down there and tell these folks whatever they perceive is over it. Cut the food stamps off, cut the child support off, cut the government assistance off, and tell them that black men and black women are back as a unit.
I got a question too, K.
I do too.
How come white women receive more benefits than us, but it hasn't disenfranchised their community in the same way it did ours?
Yes, it has. For poor white people, it absolutely has. We are overrepresented when it comes to getting those benefits. Right? If you line up 10 black people and 10 white people, there gonna be more black people on food stamps.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't think that's
Oh,
true.
it's not
This
true.
on my mama, this is my area of expertise.
Pull it up.
Yeah.
But also,
So
yeah, I don't think that's in black women's best interest. Y'all ain't seen tyrannical until y'all let black men be in charge of y'all.
So, oh my
I
fucking God.
promise you, that leniency shit gonna go away. You ain't never heard a white man say, "Sod, I'ma shut you up." You wouldn't even be on this panel. You hear black men say that shit all the time. I promise you, this current state of black men, you do not want them ruling over you. They will take every right the white man gave your ass clean away. You ain't getting away with nothing, Jack.
Hell,
You
I ain't trying to have a
I
gender
could kiss.
war.
I promise you, and
well,
it's the influential ones. They're gonna be the leaders of the pack, and
mhm.
they want us in the back of the closet with a broom.
well, the Sherelle, that wouldn't be true when you look who wrote the Save Act as an example. White men are taking it above and beyond and saying, not only do we want you to be quiet, we want to make sure you can't vote for who your next president is. So that wouldn't be true.
I think that's white
Well,
men trying to control the whole country. That's. I'm saying like black
exactly.
men are
Mhm.
black men. The only
Yeah,
group of people that black men seem to
that's
want to
a.
be tyrannical to it is black women.
I'm saying that's a convenient argument now. However, when we've been conversing about the Save Act, we're saying that it's particularly targeting the women, and the women are unevenly hurt by the Save Act specifically, or affected, whatever the proper word is. So that's what been being said. So we can't change it now, essentially.
Oh yeah, and
And they've said,
I haven't been there for the Save Act
"I got you."
conversation.
They've
So
also said emphatically, you heard the white Christian Ashley said, "Repeal the 19th." Those are white men saying that.
mhm.
Can I respond back to
Not the
Sherelle?
ones in power, the ones that hold power.
Sherelle, name that time in history where black men predominantly beat black women ass.
I wouldn't know.
You can't find it. You know why? Because we never have. It Black women getting beat on by black men is so rare that they made movies about it. If the shit was happening outside of each of our doors in our neighborhoods in our neighbor's house, it wouldn't be we wouldn't even watch
It's
the
happening
movie.
in
It
my house.
is.
It's happening next door to me
It
right now.
has. And it has.
Mills. It's y'all got white women memories in y'all
No,
fucking head.
I
So
literally
how
just
can you
sent
say that an
them a video of the girl
experience
next door.
like
It is
I
not a
don't
memory. This shit is happening now. The girl next door is getting beat. I consistently hear her screaming and getting slammed into walls in the
One
house I live in now.
one girl out of
This
how
is a
many
black
you know?
woman.
One women out of how many you
Oh no,
know?
the majority of black women I know have been
Bro,
abused by men.
where's this time in
Black
history
men.
where black men beat the
We
fuck
in
out
it.
of women for control? Y'all have always side
You
by
don't. What I'm
side.
telling
I
you is you
don't
don't have the power. You don't have the power to. But when we listen to your ideology and the things that you say, it does not. It does not. It's going to go from being at a rock and then going to a hard place. That is what. That's the environment that we as black women are in. The white man is a rock. You are a hard place. We are going to get slammed either way we go.
All I hear is y'all would rather be with the fucking white man doing what the fuck y'all
I
doing
don't.
right
No,
now.
we're not. We're
And
not.
hold
We're
on,
not being with the white man. We
Yeah,
taking care
we're
of
not.
ourselves.
but see,
We're
help.
taking.
This is the
We're
problem right
trying to
here.
negotiate. We're trying to negotiate with the powers up in here because y'all don't have it and y'all will not have it.
Hell,
Okay, God gonna have to come back and give it to y'all.
All
I
right, let's
promise
pass the
y'all.
mic. Pass the mic.
these are the enemies. This is the problem with the black community, Shad. I hope you get to see it right here in your fucking face. They will rather be with the white man negotiating them with power than coming into power with their own. This is the problem, Shad.
Let me get. I want to get shot. I want to get Saw. Saw was trying to also get in on that back and forth as well.
You
Saw,
can
you
let,
trying to say something?
you can let Shaw go.
I don't know if Shot wanted to go. I just know you was
I
trying to say
don't
something.
really have no ear to
I
this
know he
particular point.
don't. I know he don't.
Yeah, I don't think the DV shit was valid. But I digress with that.
Which part? Sorry.
As far as making the abuse seem as though it's not happening.
Well, what it was? Do you think that it was happening in mass?
Back then or now? Because now I
Yeah.
can only say yes. Because I
Now I
don't
think it
know.
happens more.
So you're hold on, Sherelle. You're saying that most of the men who are with women are beating their wives or beating their
I'm
girlfriends?
not saying most men,
That's what I
but
asked in mass.
2K,
That's what I was asking.
yeah, no, so not in mass, but
Okay.
2K was making it seem like it was just finding the pot of gold after the rainbow. Like it was just a rare case, and it's not.
So I can't add this. I mean, of course, this is self-reported. It's difficult to get hard numbers on things like abuse, but I think it's the range is around 25-30% of black women have reported some type of like intimate partner violence. So I mean, that's not the majority, but it's also not 5%. But again, this survey data, so it's around like 25-30%.
And then you
And
have to add to the
So
non-reported ones.
What's the numbers on women and women?
I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head.
I guarantee you it is 3 times higher than what you just said.
I think women and women violence is I think
It's a
I think it's higher.
microcosm. When you talk about the
Yeah.
volume, the majority of black women have been abused by the hands of black men. Mister, what do you say? Domestic
well,
discipline. That's who we want. Domestic
real
discipline.
quick,
That's
you would
that's gonna be
have
your first order.
the thing about violence against people is the people that you're coupled with, right? So that statement would be said in the inverse as well,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because those are the people that are coupled together. So it's not an astounding thing when you say violence to women happen, black women to black men, and black men to black women. It would be, and that's for all races because we're in close proximity to each other. Like as an example, women have the most violence against the elderly and children. Why? The jobs they do, proximity. So it makes sense when you just do the mathematical, Now, when we're saying this, right? Saying it doesn't happen or it happened, we understand that. So where do we go from here, right? Are y'all so Sherelle's saying if black men are in power, black women are worst off. That sounds like a diabolical thesis.
I agree.
She believe what they say.
So when the other women hear it before I get Arnold in, that's when I hear it, it feels, and I'm saying feels diabolical because it's more of it invokes like an emotion, even though my face don't be changing that much.
Like on the inside. On the inside.
Yeah. When you guys hear it, I'm just asking what's the emotion or feeling that it invokes? And then I'll get Arnold.
It
Okay.
evokes a feeling of sadness, of pain. Why would I be in a worse condition when I'm with my man, my men, the men I birthed, the men who birthed me? Why would that put me in a worse position? You know? And I'm not even arguing whether it's true or not. I'm just saying the feeling that I have when I hear that is one of sadness, for
Okay.
sure.
Now what's your argument when you hear it now?
My argument,
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Sherelle said, Dr. G, if our men get in power, we are fucked. You say what to that?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I think part of the reason why we see some of the things that we see from our men is because they are not in power. Because they feel like they don't have a chance, like they're at the bottom, like there's no chance, there's no opportunity. They feel as if their women are outdoing them. They don't see chances for advancement. They don't feel like men. And so that's why some of these things perhaps are occurring, because they don't feel as if they're in their rightful position. But Hamp, I wanted to say something else too.
Just be
So
succinct with it because I want to get Krishana and Saud in also with the same question. Go ahead.
I don't know. It might take us somewhere, but it's something that I'm commenting to something that was said, but it might take us off. So I don't know.
You wrote it down?
Oh, I'll remember. I'll remember.
No, you won't. You remember? You forgot my last question.
I'll remember.
Last time I asked you a question, you remember?
Listen, why are you talking about old stuff? I remember.
It was 16 minutes ago. It wasn't.
That's old. That's the past.
Okay, just recite it. Krishana, what you think when you hear that? What's the emotion and what's your reply to it?
You know, I feel, since we're using the word "feel" in this case, I feel it's disappointing. And just
Her mic low.
Yeah,
it's an echoey.
Oh, is it still?
Is that the studio mic? It's like it's how you got reverb on it, compression.
I was in the session. It shouldn't.
Oh my God,
you still got the template on it. Like you got the thing.
I put the noise reducer off too. What about now, y'all? Is it still? What about now? Still?
Are you? So you see on your screen the setting on the actual screen is gear shift setting. Click on this setting and then go to audio. So settings, audio, and then what microphone do you have selected? While she gets that, because I really want to hear what she's saying, I'm gonna read these. 2K with the 10 ounces. Okay. 2K with the 10 ounces. What Sherelle said made me sad, like when I heard black women say they would rather be in the woods with a bear. Brother Number was goody. K with the $5 says, Sherelle, did you call the police when your neighbor is getting assaulted? KK, salute. For the gold. Perfect. The world ends today. What's popping? The patriarchal system was built around the incentivization of men. They provide more labor, so it behooves leaders to give men a simple path to mating. Provide and protect, we have more utility to the state with a family. Perfect. Salute. 2K with the 10 ounces. Dr. G is the problem with the black community. Her degree is bigger than all of us. So the Reese in the building for 17 months. Mr. North was popping with the $5. Most of the degrees that women are getting are in the soft science, not the STEM fields, where those are higher paying jobs are. Frederick with the $5 black females are so educated. So why are today's? I read this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did I read this one?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No. Perfect. World Ends on Monday. Salute with the 20 ball says Sherelle's point is flawed by an ill perception of black men. Too many black men in positions of power in our community already uplift black women and marriage. Good men don't follow broken men, but good women often do so.
Yeah.
My degrees are not better than us. My degrees are better than them. Just for the record.
Give it to you.
Can I just make this one point as a response to Sherelle? I think it's important to say this. I mean, I think you can argue black men are the most benevolent men in the world when you look at what we've been subjected to in this country, what we've been able to forgive and become productive citizens in a country that continually tries to keep us in peril and fighting for our humanity, right? So that's one part of it. But then the second part of it is, if I'm thinking about Sherelle specifically in the environment that she's in often, Even if I think it's erroneous, it can lend her to have these types of responses to some of the things that happen here, some of the statements that are made. So I think again, I think if I say I understand it, it's almost like I'm agreeing with it. I understand her disposition based on her interaction with men here, but in general, history shows you when men were perceived to be in control of their community and in control of their community, we managed our community with humanity, with benevolence. And we made sure everybody was good. I just think history shows that and proves that. So I think that's not something that should be debated. If if you're a student of history, but again, in 2026, with this current whatever we doing, gender war we having going on, I do think there are a lot of statements that are often made by men that are problematic. And we need to find a better way to communicate our contention with each other. And the generalizations, the hyperbolic nature of some of our statements do kind of create these crazy talking points that we get to sometimes.
Okay, can I rebuttal to Shy? And Shy, and this is why.
Kinda, not really, right? Kinda, because I wanted to get Saud and Krishana in. I stopped paying attention for a second, and Shad was talking, so then I couldn't, because the dog keep fucking throwing the pillows around and shit. Sherelle, if you can promise it'll be a concise rebuttal, then I'll say yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, it's gonna be concise.
All right, go ahead.
No,
I'm
I
gonna get
understand that,
started.
Shad. What I would say is I recognize and respect the black men that are for us, but I see how y'all get attacked. Y'all are simps. Y'all are less respected for respecting and valuing women. They're gonna get rid of y'all too. The ones that are willing to protect women, they're gonna get rid of y'all first. And black men have no problem killing other black men. Sometimes like that's their favorite thing to do.
You turning us on us?
Power,
No,
All
you
right,
did
let me
that.
get.
power corrupts man. Power corrupts man. And
All right,
we,
let me
we
get.
this,
Let me get the. All right. Well,
It's the craziest panel I've ever been on, bro.
write down. It's kind of crazy. Write down. Write that down. And Arnold is after Krishana and Saud. Okay. Did Krishana respond? No, we're getting the mic right. Okay, so when you hear that initial statement, what's your feeling and what would be your response to it if it was said to you?
So my feeling is just disappointment.
God,
And then my reply to it is just I
mic on
believe in
whisper.
principle, so I believe that
We can't hear you back.
men were. Dang, you
You
can't hear
can't
me.
hear you.
Yeah, buddy.
Say something now.
You might have to leave a super chat.
What
Is
about
that
nothing?
yeah, I can hear now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, you back.
Sorry, yeah. So I just said, it was just a disappointment, but I believe in biblical principles. So I do believe that the men are, the headship. But I do understand that in today's society, women have been put in positions where they have to be more of a leader today. But I don't believe that if black men were in leadership, that we would be screwed.
Okay. Saw it. What you think? What was the emotion it evokes, and then what would be your reply or response?
I think disheartening because I don't know. I want to feel as though men would have our best interests at heart. But with the climate of how everything is going, um, I'm not sure. But I would want to believe.
What's the parts of the climate? Like what do you perceive the climate, sorry, as?
Um, because I don't feel as though we're in a place where we want to hear what the men are facing and hear the struggles of the women and then come together to try to unpack it to move forward. It's like we are in a contentious place where we cannot, I don't even think take ownership is the right word, but like it's just that we don't want to take accountability for um on the pain that we both may have brought to the other sex and everything that the white people have done to us. So I feel like with the whole fighting for our freedom and trying to get from under the white man, it ultimately like now we fight each other. So I don't think there's trust. I don't think no one has compassion for each other. I think we're in a rat race with each other. I don't know.
Arnold, what you think, man?
I think it's a bunch of bullshit that all y'all set up and say y'all did not say that y'all don't agree with what she said.
Hmm.
Y'all said it made y'all sad, right? But y'all think y'all agree.
No,
No, I did. I definitely said I don't believe that.
so
You
that's
don't believe what?
I
I
don't
don't
believe
believe
that
that
we
if
would.
black men were the leaders that we would be screwed. That's disagreeing.
I definitely
Okay.
said that too,
Yeah.
Arnold.
All right. Thank y'all for going on record by saying that. What I'm saying is that we talking about the men that women are choosing to be with. If you think that man was in power, you would be worst off. That makes no sense, Sherelle.
Black women choose horrible people to be with. The state of black women are in shambles because of the men they've chosen to be with. I don't think black women select black men at all that need to be leading us. The worst of black men are the ones with the most kids.
So, are you talking about the majority of black men? Are you talking about the black men that black women are choosing to be with?
Those men who they're choosing to be with, they're the most dominant men. They're also the most destructive.
Right, I'm saying
And
that
those are the men. Those are the
you're
men
not
that were
talking
being
about a gym
told.
pop, right? You talking about the women are choosing these men because those the niggas that make they fucking pussy wet, right? And you saying that those characteristics lead to niggas that you don't want to that you don't really feel safe around,
Okay. Yes.
right? I'm saying that say call a spade and don't act like you talking about all black men or even most black men.
What I just told Shad is the men who protect women, the men who stand in solidarity with women, are called simps. They're
Right. No,
gonna
no.
get
I'm
them out
saying
of
that
it.
the issue that I have had with Shad is that if there's something that's being said, he's protecting the women and acting like what they're saying is not an issue. Right? He's not protecting anybody physically. He's protecting you from direct, right, conversations like this. Which 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 which
Is he
which
a
which
cat?
most of the bullshit that you say does not stand up to.
Sheree, you think I let a nigga beat your
Hold
ass?
on, 2K. Hold on, 2K.
Yeah. I would never be in your presence. I don't trust you.
You think I would let
I
somebody
Hold
hit?
on,
don't come out
2K.
because
That's a
I
that.
don't trust
Hold
you
on.
personally.
Arnold is on to something. With they're on to something in terms of their conversation. Him and Sherelle, they got to finish it.
Yeah, I'm saying that the conversation that we have when it gets like this, when okay, a man is asking questions to get to the to the root of the issue or what the conversation is, and if the shit falls apart, right? Oftentimes a man does have to come in and be like, hey, come on, bro, you pouring it on, right? You reaching, you over pursuing. Right? What I'm saying is that if the shit is bullshit and it don't fucking stand up, it should not be part of our conversation. Because what happens is that part what you just said, right? If that part got out and it wasn't clear that the panel didn't agree, that would be something that might move on from here, right? The white man is the hard place and the black man is the rock,
Yeah.
right? I'm saying you could cook that up and sell it, right? That could really easy be a mantra by Monday,
hmm
right? And it's
I might
bullshit.
get a T-shirt made.
But I'm saying it's 100%
But
bullshit.
it's not.
It is.
Arnold, you're a black man. You don't have a high respect for black women.
Yes, I do.
You don't.
So what black woman do I don't have a high respect
I'm just
for?
letting you know. We don't have to get into it.
Right? I'm
You don't.
saying
You
that.
don't
I'm
have high
saying that.
respect for
I'm
black
saying
women.
that. I'm not scared to go toes with you. So I don't have respect for black women because I'm not gonna
You
just
don't
let
have
you say any
respect for black women
bullshit.
you're connected to.
So I'm not gonna say any. I'm not gonna let you say bullshit. The black woman I work for, work
Don't
with,
make.
the
Don't
black
make.
woman that birthed me, that took care of me
Arnold.
my whole life.
Don't
I don't
make it about
respect
me.
them.
Don't make it about
What?
me.
No, I'm saying we're talking about you
if men
because
like
you're
you, if
basing
men
this on
like
how I
you,
treat you.
if men like you get in charge of us, we better off in a situation
Like,
we not.
if men like me were in charge, everybody would be doing the best thing that they could do,
If
right?
that's your
Because
opinion.
I'm a better assessor of people than you are.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You
No, you're
think
not.
Look. If sit up in the conversation with me long enough, I done told every person that I done had an argument with exactly who they was, and they got them out of their fucking body. Because I assessed them perfectly.
I just don't care to get people out their bodies.
Because you can't.
I'm
Because you
already
just talk
assessed.
about
I don't deal
bullshit.
with it.
Because you can't
I
do it
don't
like
deal
me.
with it.
I'm saying
I'm a
you saying
responder.
that I'm a bad guy because I'm good at something.
You're the person that's always on offense. I'm a defensive player. I don't go around and hang around people I don't like. I don't respect.
No, you a
That's not
volume
my thing. That's
shooter.
what y'all
You're
do.
not a defensive player. You're a volume shooter.
I'm a defensive
Don't play
player.
yourself. Don't play yourself.
I'm a defensive player.
What you say?
I don't know, Sheree. You can't hurt my feeling, man. You think I'll let somebody beat you in front of me? That's crazy, bro. That kind of hurt.
You are the face of domestic discipline. If a man that would hit the woman that he is married to, I would not think that he cared about me being harmed.
No.
And I stand on these
No.
things. I would have never put myself in those situations.
So you never got.
I don't expect protection from all black men. I expect protection from the black men who love and protect me. That is not a society that we live in. When the majority of violence that happens to black people is by other black people. I don't live in a facade of this community. It's all love. I have no proof of concept that black love exists in that way.
Crazy.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Yeah, because you make sure that you exalt the men in your family and your life that will love you and do whatever they need to do for you and treated you like a princess.
Mm-hmm.
So those are very tangible, and there's more than sounds like 4 or 5 of them. And I think the key point is they aren't special. So why is their disposition less likely for most other black men? Like Arnold, how he just named for the women he loves.
Okay, so this the way I see it.
And I'm not saying they're not special, like they're
No,
not cool. I'm saying,
I'm not taking it that way.
yeah,
I'm
I'm saying
telling you
they're not
that,
special in their disposition because you saw Travis Rudolph, remember?
yeah,
The brothers crashed out for their sister, including the friend, and the friend died.
yeah. So what I'm telling you is, I think black men love the women that they're attached to. That is more normal than not, right?
Mm-hmm.
The black men who love me, I would hate to be their enemy. The black men who love me, I would hate to be an enemy. Because we say this, whatever we do it. No, it's not. What black men do to the people that are their enemies is a total different ball game when it comes to the people that they love.
But now, are they contending with men or are they contending with women?
Men, women.
So you're saying the men that love you contend with women like men?
Some of them, yes, they do.
The most of them,
That's what I'm saying, that I've seen it, right? Because I know we don't never want to make it seem like it's never our family, but some of our brothers are abusive to women. Some of our cousins are abusive to women. The men that we are connected to exhibit these bad behaviors too, and I'm not going to exalt them above everybody just because they love you.
Okay.
Nah,
We said free our cousin who a mass murderer. Our cousin could shoot 6 people. We're going to have free duty.
Keep them.
No, I'm hearing something
Duty
different.
kills 6 people. We saying free duty. You would hate to be duty enemy.
Yeah,
Duty love
I'm
you.
hearing.
Duty
I'm hearing
the community.
Right. What I'm hearing from this and this retort, Sherelle, is that you're saying that, hey, if we wanted to go against black men, right, they not gonna let us win.
What you mean?
That you said like what you're worried about. Like, oh, if I choose not to align myself with black men, right, I don't want to be on the other side of that fight. Right, so you want the option to be behind the black man when it's convenient, and then go against the black man, and then have him give you the olay to success.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is black men in this current state that black men are in, they don't need power. Anybody in this country that holds power, like y'all just said, the whole take it, whatever. Anybody that holds this power will be corrupted by that power. Right now, the biggest aggression that black men have are against their own women. I think that black women being in power, they would do the same thing. They would yield the power against y'all. These people y'all don't look outside yourselves no more. Black people don't look at no other race of people with hatred as much as y'all look at each other with hatred. And I'm
I'm
not
saying that
looking
that's
past that shit.
human.
If
That's
somebody come after
human.
them, okay, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. If they
That's
gave y'all
human.
weapons of mass destruction, y'all niggas ain't gonna do nothing but kill yourselves. Y'all gonna
What are
blow
you
up the
talking
niggas that live
about?
across
What
the
does that have to do with
street.
oppression?
What are you talking about?
What does that have to do with oppression? The white man right now doesn't do most of that shit you talking about, but the black man
Exactly.
would.
Yeah.
So right, so
Because
we're worse than
the
the white
black man
man.
is already disenfranchised, and the black man is already hurt in the community. The black man is already doing these things. So if he got more power, why would if power already corrupts man, people with bad morals and bad flaws and bad characters, why would if we gave them power, would they just be benevolent? They're not gonna just turn benevolent. And I could be wrong, but that's just the way I see it right now.
So we
I don't
saying
see
that we
y'all
saying
like Honor. You may care about the women in your family. Do you care about black women in general? Do you give that? No,
yes,
you don't give that at
yes.
all.
I literally have a job where my job is to represent and advocate for mostly black women.
At your job, those are the women. That's your job. I'm talking
It's
about
my
women
job.
and black
I
women
could
in general.
be somewhere making more money, but this is the job I chose.
Okay.
And that's what I do for my show. I just paid for a funeral last week.
Move.
Guess who? A black woman. I just donated $200 last night because somebody ran off on a black woman. Bro, Sherelle, I feel bad for you, honestly, bro. I really do. That this
It's
is
a sad state of affairs. What can I say?
I feel horrible for you, Sherelle. I really do, cuz. It is not. I never let nobody touch you, and I don't think nobody let me touch you. I don't think Shada sit back idly while I beat your ass. I wouldn't sit back idly while Shada beat yours. That's a fact.
I mean, if go ahead.
No, I realized I spoke out of place. I didn't know you can get a guy's opportunity, but I mean, just to reiterate what I said, man. I mean, even like the exchange that Arnold and Sherelle are having, I think I think about personalities like myself. I think about like a Cheeky. I think about a Hemp. I think you still see a variation of different black men who show up differently. And so I don't have to approach women the way Arnold does. I don't like the way Arnold does it, but it's his way to do it. And I'm like, I don't fear none of these screaming, quote unquote, aggressive men in the way they go about doing things. So I don't have no fear. I'm not worried about them taking me out. But I still think men will stand in place and then we got to duke it out with each other to make sure it's for the greater good of the community. I mean, they're just part of civilization, right? Like that's what happens. So that's why I just said, sure. I just think,
And I wouldn't even never put I think the person who would protect me on this panel is him. That's the person I'd be in real life with.
right. I got you.
I 100% believe that Hamp would protect me and he wouldn't bring no harm. I would never put
Right.
Hamp in a position to protect me. I'm not
Right.
stupid enough to know that what I say offends people, and people and men have told me what they would do to me. I would never. I don't put my soldiers on the front line for nobody. I would leave the internet if it came to that point where mine's got to kill, die, and go to jail behind me because I know they going.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because of what I say, and men have said I would slap you, I would do this to you, I would hang you, I would. It don't make no sense to me because they ain't gonna do it. I really don't believe them. You understand what I'm saying? But I understand that when you speaking, what you speaking, and it offends people. That's what comes along with it. That's what comes along with this.
So one
I
out of
don't want to feel this way. I grew up with a fantasy about black men, thinking everybody like the ones I'm with. Y'all disappointed me.
Yeah. I feel that. I guess I'm just saying, like, it's evil within all of us, but the good will prevail. It always has. I guess that's just the point I'm making. Like I said, I understand the environment again here, right? I'm not obtuse to what happens here on a daily basis, but I'm just saying if I just look outside what happens in the world, I still think the good is prevailing despite these glaring examples, these glaring bad examples we all have. That's what I'm saying.
And I used to feel that way too, right? Until we had that if you could, you would. And I'm thinking like I keep rationalizing this thing because everybody keeps telling me, man, that's just the online dude. That's just what you watch, and that's just the internet. But for more and more, we keep coming to the conclusions as, man, these is real ass people with these real ass thoughts.
But when we have these conversations, right? We go 7 days from most men acquiesce in the household, right? Despite his physicality, he gets walked over in the household, right? So in the household, when that door closes, he could be in power if he wanted to be, right? If he wanted to impose his will, he could be, right? But he's acquiescing, and we know that's what's happening. And what women are reporting back is that they don't like that.
Okay, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. Most men are not in the household with women. That's one thing. So we're still talking about a minority, right?
I'm just talking about the ones who are in the household.
No, okay.
We're just talking about the ones who are in the household.
No, yeah, and that's what I'm telling you. It's a minority of them. So what I'm telling you is, y'all are talking about no repercussions for whatever y'all do. If y'all are in the power, there's no repercussions. I don't want to see what the hell we would do without repercussions, black men or black women. Because I see how y'all got repercussions and still be doing each other dirty.
I'm saying, Sherelle, what I believe, y'all didn't do anything to us, right? The white man should be scared about that, right? Y'all didn't do anything to us for us to be mad at y'all. We getting in power now. We gonna put the hammer on y'all.
But Arnold, you hear
Y'all
every
didn't do
day.
anything to us, Sherelle. The white man should
you're
be
here
scared.
every day. This no longer about the white man. This is about the black woman. This
I'm
is
saying
no
it.
longer. These people
I'm
don't.
saying
They not mad at the white man.
would
They stand up for the white man, and you see that, Arnold. When we talk
no
about white people,
what
they
I'm
come on
telling you,
this panel
Sherelle.
and stand up for the white man, but they
No,
not standing up for the black woman. They say black women are their
conservative
demise.
black men that make up a lot of part of the black manosphere. I agree with that. What I'm telling you is that most niggas is in here, right, trying to figure out how to make it work with a black woman, right? Breaking his back to figure out how to communicate with y'all, Sherelle. And you saying that man is gonna be a tyrant if he was in power, right? The man who damn near bending the knee to figure out how to be with y'all.
No, I don't think they're gonna be tyrants. I'm telling y'all who's gonna
That's
be the
most
tyrant.
men.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, the best of white men aren't the ones in power. You know who are the best? You know who the ones who are who have the power when it comes to white men? The worst of them. And you know what the good white men are the ones who don't want to be as evil are? Expendable. And if you got in, if good old nice white men got in the way to the fuck with the evil power of people, the evil people are gonna annihilate y'all. That's why I say we don't need to police ourselves. For what? Yeah, Hamp would defend his family, but guess what? He got a whole lot to lose, and a YN nigga ain't got shit to lose. So what we gonna do? Put him a bunch against a bunch of wild people who don't care about life nor death or nothing like that, and then we gonna put our greatest of our greats against them and make them go against them niggas. For what? Y'all can't control that. Y'all didn't invent this shit. Y'all ain't gonna be able to fix something that y'all didn't invent. We're not even black like
It's
we're not
other
even
niggas
black like that,
here.
bro.
It's
We
other people here
American.
listening to you. What are you talking about? Right? So if the white man had absolute power in this country, right? Another white man broke up that absolute power.
Benevolent.
Yeah. Now we have the illusion that it's more. They always have a reason. I don't think it was a broken up the power. I think it was a chain. Like they said, we give up things so that they can benefit. They're still benefiting from them. Threaten their benefit. Show them a world. Let somebody show them a world where they don't have power no more, and let's see how easy it is gonna be to snap.
There will be a group of men
They
who
doing it. That's what we see. Like they are trying to get their country back.
and you see other men rebelling against it.
Yeah.
It's always going to be a man to offset the man that you looking for, right? That you think that's going to harm you, sure. I don't think no dude on this panel, clue on, is going to let nobody touch anybody on this panel. That's just point blank period. I don't know who this dude is who gonna sit back and let that shit happen. I hate that you done had interactions like that, and it saddens me. But that's sad because that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy even when you see it. Because everybody who don't see it get to pretend like it don't exist. So I'm happy that y'all in bliss. I ain't in bliss.
I ain't stupid neither.
Yeah. Do you think that we should define what the majority are of black men are going to do based on a subset of black men?
No, because I think it's not the vast majority of black men doing the wrong things now. But that's what's being highlighted because that's what's loud.
100%. What I'm saying is, right, you're saying that if black men were to be in charge, right, it's going to be diabolical. And you're saying there's a couple of examples. As an example, black men killing each other. But that is a I'm not, murdering people is not small, right?
Hmm.
But the number of people that are doing it is nominal so why would most black men have that type of behavior when most black men don't have that behavior now?
No, I'm saying that the most of them not gonna happen. I think it would be an increase if there's no consequences behind it.
I also
Yeah,
think
and I mean, and it is like I love Cheeky, I love him. Niggas is not cheeky. Niggas is not him.
so.
They not. I've been studying this shit for a long time, man, and I just see the ideologies. Like, do what's best for y'all, but I just don't. I'm starting to see it as a rock in a hard place with us. When our education is laughed at, when women want to negotiate, when black women want to negotiate just a better quality of life, because a black woman's better quality of life affects her kids. Always, it's gonna affect her kids. So we should be exalting her. We should be uplifting her. That's not what happened. And we could see if we was talking about Keisha with the bonnets. We talking about get rid of Dr. G and her degrees.
Who said that?
2K just sent the super
He
chat
said
and
I'm
said
the
that.
problem. He
I said
definitely said I'm the problem.
I said you value your degrees way too much. That ain't mean that don't mean I'm gonna let somebody come slap.
You said I'm a problem though, because I decided to better myself so that I can compete in this society. It's ridiculous, 2K. You always take that shot and I don't understand it. I'm doing what this society has deemed to be what you do if you want to excel. Why do you see that as a affront to you?
Huh? Okay.
You see it as, you take it as an affront, and I don't understand that. All I did was go and earn. That's it.
Man, fuck this. What are white women at? Cause at this point, bro, if y'all thinking this is how us as black men are gonna conduct ourselves, why in the fuck would I lay down and die for y'all? To prove
No, but you said it though. You said it. You said that 2K. You made the comment about the domestic discipline. You made the comment continuously about the degrees. Nobody even said anything about it. You did that. And now you walking it back talking about white women.
Hey, listen, I stand on the domestic discipline. You can whoop ass. You just seen my daughters come in here and kiss me. All right, good night, Dad. How many times you think I have disciplined them?
I don't know what happens in your household, but I'm saying you're on a panel with all of these people listening to you, and this is what you're saying. This gives credence to what Sherelle is saying. Don't you see the connection?
No, I don't, Dr. G.
That's the problem. You keep saying stuff and you don't understand the ramification of your own words, 2K. You said it.
I have never told a dude to go beat a woman ass. Never. I'm not saying beat her because you're mad because you're having a bad day. I'm saying every once in a while you have to refresh the dominance.
This is what I'm saying. You're gonna refresh it now. It's just another way to say that you advocate for men putting their hands on their woman. That's all you're saying.
Well, there's Dr. G, this is an anecdotal thing for me, right? generally, if I'm receiving disrespect, it largely will come from women more often. Why do you think that might be? Even if it's like subtle or passive.
Probably because they don't expect anything from it. They expect it to not be. They expect there to be no consequence. Perhaps I don't know why. I don't
No,
know.
I'm
I don't
asking you a
behave that way.
genuine question. If I'm
Right.
asking you a genuine
I would
question.
imagine that it's more women because perhaps maybe they don't feel like you'll retaliate in some way. That's my initial response to the question. But I don't know. I don't have experience with that.
Okay.
This is what I was thinking. In particular, the 2K's comment about the degrees being bullshit. I guess I've accepted, like, if I'm talking about 2K in particular, like, I kind of been following 2K for a minute, so I kind of know his handle. I know his crossover. I know sometimes he can be very serious and be very thoughtful, and then he can also be a little crude, you know what I mean? Just to kind of get it, and you got to kind of, it's difficult for some people. We was talking earlier, we grew up in the 90s where people just say wild shit. So we don't get as sensitive to things, but I do have to ask a question when I think about messaging, right? Because again, as Dr. G said, we all on the internet. HAMP is averaging 400-500 people a day listening to him. And so on one hand, you have us as black men criticizing the women. They're going to make bad decisions, go have babies out of wedlock, make poor choices in mating. And then on the flip side, we'll also criticize them for obtaining education. We'll say things like their degree is bullshit. And again, in my mind, because I know the person that's doing it, I could say, he's just joking. He don't really mean a woman that spent 16 years obtaining education is bullshit. Like, we all know that in America, the system that we all trying to achieve, going to get terminal degrees should be applauded. That's why at graduation, we all clap when our child names get called. So then I'm asking, what could women be actually celebrated about? Because we have so many conversations. HAMP in particular has conversations that talks about the broader community, but it often feels like we only see each other in the realm of romantic relationships. So when a man says like a woman's degree is bullshit, as a man who went and got terminal degrees, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because stats, statistics that we love to use when they fit our narrative says that people that go get degrees potentially make more money, make more income, right? So the logic starts to, I don't know where the logic goes when we say things like the degree is bullshit. And then we talking about somebody like Dr. G who doesn't have what y'all call a basket weaving degree. How is her degree bullshit? Just logically speaking, how?
Well, that was in the context of the conversation. I don't even remember the diameters of it no more. But
I know, and I'm with you. And I'm with you. And I'm saying, okay, when we talk, are we able to see each other outside of romance? We talking about the existence of black people. So I guess I'm asking you directly then, like, outside of what her degree, could do for you in a household, is her degree bullshit?
Yeah, I could look at her degree like bullshit. I can, bro. Just like she can look at what I do like bullshit.
No, I know you can't. I know you can. I'm saying let's actually have it academically. I'm saying based on what she does, the income that could be generated from that, is her degree bullshit.
If you frame it like that, no, Shad, it's not bullshit. It's the upper echelon. She Dr. G. Okay.
So what I'm saying is right, and what I'm saying, 2K, we from the same place, bro. So we grew up in order and respect, right? So I know outside of this, that when we faced with a doctor, we respect that doctor, man or woman, for achieving that. So when I'm thinking about what Sherelle is saying, again, I'm talking about the narratives, right? We can have a fun conversations, but at some times it's like, okay, where does the line get drawn where we're talking about our people, bro? Like, we talk about our people, so are we having a serious conversation about educational attainment, or are we kind of doing the fun thing and being like, women degrees ain't nothing but bullshit, it don't do nothing for us, because I just want sex and silence, and I'll pick the chick out of McDonald's because she's more feminine. Like, you see what I mean? Like, what we doing?
Okay, so and me saying that the degree is bullshit, it's like, what's the risk reward?
He's saying cost benefit analysis.
Yeah, okay. So she gonna get that degree, right? And I'm not saying that she don't pass away, but when she go away, she won't be able to pass that degree down to her children. start over, the debt start over, the journey start over. If she was in a more traditional role with teaching her children, that information is lived from one generation to another. That's why I say that women kind of sacrifice their kids to go get degrees and be smarter. You know
But
what I'm saying?
2K, you do realize that both of those things can happen. One thing doesn't happen and it takes over the other thing. Women have had to do all of it. And it just so happens that I am a teacher. So you think I'm going outside of my home teaching, but I'm not teaching in my home? It just doesn't make sense, 2K. And I didn't get up here and leverage the degree. You did that. I never do that. As a matter of fact, I'm the one that's saying my responsibility to my community is to bring back what I've learned to the community, to the people who couldn't get the degree, to the people who couldn't learn or go to school for the degree. I've said many times, this is about earning. The society said, okay, you got to jump this hoop to get this salary. Okay, I'll jump it. This the next hoop. Okay, I'll jump that one too. What you got? And as a result, I stand more qualified and more educated than all of the white men I work with and many white men in this society. I'm playing their game, but I don't leverage that against my people. You made the comment that I think that my degree is bigger than us.
You do.
And I take offense to that because that's not who I present myself to be. My degree is bigger than them. I'm playing their game and I'm winning. But I love the community that I come from. That's all I've ever represented. That's it. So you don't get to do that with me, my brother.
So wait, man, man, y'all got it. Get y'all independent. Y'all got it.
See, there you go. Now we frustrated. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all good. I don't want no smoke from you. It's all good.
I'm not trying to give you no smoke. Especially
okay. All right.
This the frustration right here, bro. We are here to help y'all solve a problem. You got one telling us they'd rather be with a fucking white man. You got another telling us about her 3 fucking degrees and ain't none of them conducive to us, the community.
But I just got through talking about the community as a whole, 2K. You just not even listening to what I'm saying.
I never said I was gonna be with a white man.
You're not listening to us. You're not hearing what we're saying.
No, well, so I'm listening to what everybody's saying, and I'm a little bit surprised by the points that are being focused on. Well, Sherelle's offering is a thing that probably need to be dissected the most here. We've heard the degree thing a few different times, right? So when I'm listening to the entirety of the conversation, we're saying, hey, focus on the best of as an example, with the women who, if they get those opportunities, the women that earn the degrees, they can actually compete, right? We're saying focus on the cream of the crop. And then somehow black men get in power and the least of us are going to be tyrannical. No, the cream is going to rise to the top. The men are going to be in charge of the men that are already exalted. The YNs ain't going to be in charge. Most black men aren't acting like that. But so then why would, for black men, it flips to the worst of us leading in such a devastating way? All we need is the opportunity. Like Sherelle was saying in regards to the women who have earned their way up. So why would it flip with the men? We've always worked together. Like Shah was alluding to when you look through time immemorial in history. If your woman is incapacitated, guess what she can't do? So it's just like the narrative. I just want us to keep the logic consistent. What would make the women be like, why not? The consistency is flawed. It's not there.
Yeah, I don't think that the majority of black men are YNs, but I also don't think that the majority of black men treat black women well.
What is your speculation?
Just the observation of the atmosphere, the things being said, the things being done. I feel like black women would be in a much better place if they were actually loved properly, nurtured properly. I think a lot of places that we find black women in is a very broken and devastated state.
What
That's what I see my group of women in a very broken and devastated state. And it's abandonment wounds, abuse, neglect from black men.
what pool is this that you're speaking of?
Black women, black American women.
You're saying the entirety of Black American women
Yeah.
are broken because they didn't have a father.
It could be not having a father, it could be intimate
Okay,
partners. But
so
it's from the roots of a lot of it is from a black man.
so you're saying their father wasn't there, so he's the black man that broke her.
Hmm.
Reconcile that with the mom, per your rhetoric, teaching them how to manipulate the system by having babies, and another baby equals in this amount of money, and their mom running men through the house, so they think that's the modus operandi of a woman. So how do you get to the conclusion where it's on the man breaking her, but she's raised by the women that you articulated were doing those things?
Okay, so that's a microcosm of women who do that. But that was why the community was bad, right? Because those women, even though they were telling you how to get to Section 8, those men were living in those houses. I know men who lived in the houses, had 4, 5, 6 kids with Section 8. Majority of them women that was on Section 8 kept having kids. Same man. The man
It's a,
around, the man was there.
what part is the microcosm?
So the people, black women in this welfare queen thing, the majority of black women are not on Section 8.
Hmm.
It's hard to get on Section 8 actually. The generation of Section 8 is like the downtrodden part of us.
But
But
isn't that the women that you're, when you start talking in this manner, aren't those the women that are in your subconscious?
no. I
Because
see them.
you didn't come up around women that came from father led homes.
I didn't.
So you're speaking on your anecdotal experience, and you're making that the note, you're extrapolating that out to this, what's gonna happen if we become in power.
So
But that's
and
not
I
the majority of men. That's
so
not the
that's what
majority of cases, to your point.
so that's what I thought, right? Coming from where I come from, it's been a culture shock meeting middle class black people, right? Because I thought a lot of things that happened only happened because we was from the ghetto, only happened because we was from the hood. And then when I go to college, I get a career, and I'm dealing with people who don't come from these similar backgrounds, but they still have these similar stories. So I'm realizing
Hmm.
that even at high levels and high
College.
ranking levels, black people are still in conflict. It may not be as debaucherous as what we do in the hood, but there's
What
middle
college?
class kids who are not being raised by their
Where's the
family.
school? What
So
school
I
you
went to
talking?
SU, Southern University.
What's that?
You don't know Southern University?
Is that the black school?
That's HBCU.
Okay. Where do most black people get
Or
their
even
do most of us get our degrees from HBCUs?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think yeah.
BWI.
and I don't think that I know the
I
majority of
graduated.
people. So this is just from the people I know, the places I've been, because I've traveled a lot. You know what I'm saying? I've been in different groups with trucking. We're a close knit community. So of course, when you find other black women, you're gonna bond with that when you in other spaces. So just within that, of course, coming to the internet, hearing black women's experiences on the internet has even heightened it.
Yeah, most black people, most of our degrees don't even come from HBCUs. You find that HBCUs are often frequented by people in proximity,
Hmm.
right? The people that attend these colleges. So the experiences are similar, and then we're drawing conclusions based on that, right?
Yeah,
Where you're drawing a conclusion based on one of the most dangerous cities in the world, or in the country. Sorry, in the country,
in the
right?
country. Yeah.
Sorry, not the world, right? I can't speak for the world, but in the country, and that's what you're concluding off. I understand that. However, I think we need to zoom out before making such a hyperbolic statement like if we would be worse under the leadership of black men. That's a detrimental statement. And if people will perpetuate that, that's hell.
Yeah, I'm with you, him. Like I think I already said, like I think the majority of black men are benevolent, and like I said, that's what history proves and shows. Right, when you look at times where our families were more intact, what black men did in that position. So again, I think Sherelle's anecdotal experience might tell her a different story. I don't know how you change a person's perspective on their anecdotal. I haven't been able to do that even when I have conversations with men, right? And I think I've just accepted that the optimal thing to do is just embrace people's experience. I don't know. I mean,
Sean, I don't think we can, right? I
okay.
think that the people who are participating in a conversation, if they come with a presupposition and are unwilling to change it, they're the problem, right?
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I understand my anecdotal shapes my view of things, right?
Mhm.
But if I know I'm coming from a deficit, right? If I'm coming from the quote unquote hood is so said with pride, right? Then I need to understand what I'm subject to, right? Is a tough environment, is a difficult environment. So when people start to convey things that maybe I haven't been experienced to, I need to be open to that and say, oh, there are possibilities and probabilities for black people.
Right, right. The comment about if black men got in control and would be tyrannical is a bridge too far. I'm saying what feeds that mentality, like understanding that, because I guess if we can understand it, then we could help shape the philosophy into something that's actually productive. I guess that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying agreeing with the tyrannical part, but I'm saying what will make a black woman in particular from the South, right, where we know most of the black people are, have a prescription like that for her people, right? Like that's alarming to hear, but like why? You know what I mean?
That's why we talking right now, like you
Yeah.
saying, right?
Yeah.
And even I said this before, right? What's the purpose of poo-pooing on the degrees? Who does that serve? When
Right.
500,000 black women lose their jobs, that affects black men and black families directly, right?
Right.
So
Right.
there's no, it doesn't. What's the value in? Hey, told y'all that DI shit wasn't shit, right?
Right.
There's no real value in that. I
Right.
think the value is, hey, you need to understand if you're doing a thing that a robot can do, if you're doing a thing that they put in place under the George Floyd era, you better be ready when things get adjusted based on who's in power, right? That's
Mhm.
the takeaway from that, you
No, for
know?
sure.
So I understand it. I think and I think you were making a great point. I don't know if everybody consumed it fully. You're saying when we are saying the degree don't matter in terms of that doesn't make me attracted to you. It's almost
No.
like we keep responding to the degree thing as though that we're dating, you know?
Right. Right.
But we know emphatically people with degrees make more money for whatever the reasons are. As an example, Enterprise Rent a Car, when I worked there in 2008 and 2009 during the crash, you had to have a degree to work at Enterprise Rent a Car for $32,000 an hour at 60 hours a week, or 32,000 a year at 60,000 a week, 60 hours a week, you know? So there's things that need to be shifted, right? That shit need to be checked about leveraging a degree like you better, but there's a way in which you do it, right? You got to make it make sense for sure,
Right.
you know.
Right.
So I don't know, I'm just thinking through what it is that we talking about, because the oppression shit, I'm just want to understand it before we move on to the next topic and then circle back 3 months later.
Yeah. Can I give one piece?
Yeah, I just want to see if Krishana and Arnold want to get in 2K because they ain't said anything.
Oh, well, these, I'm fairly new to this, so hearing a lot of the feedback from everybody is interesting, and it's informative. And too, Sherelle says, like, I feel your heart in regard to what you were saying in regard to your own personal experiences, and I'm not sure like what you believe in regard to having the experiences with the men or the black men or whatever, because I've experienced some downsides with black men, and I've also experienced good sides with it, and then I've also acknowledged and taken accountability for my choices in some of the situations that I was in. But then on a deeper level for me, because I follow biblical principles, there's a scripture that pops out to me that it's in Ephesians 6:12 and 18, and it talks about not wrestling against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness and principalities and powers in high places. So that helped me to look at things just a little bit different. So in regard to what you were saying, like from some of those experiences that you've had, do you just solely see it for the person, or do you look deeper, like there are some other things working why there's a behavior that's happening, just even outside of the environment or the community?
Yeah. Arnie, you want to go?
Nah, I guess I don't have anything about the direction that the conversation went. The I guess the part about is that we choosing the people that we with, and we not talking about that part of it. So that's a whole nother part, and I don't even know how that played into the oppression conversation because I think it's a crazy tangent and it's on a land that's over the cliff though at this point.
Okay. Okay. 2K, did you want to? Dr. G, man, ain't no pressure. I ain't, you had to make anything up. I'm just asking, because here's
No, I think what you said was important, and I wish I had said it. The separation between the dating dating and just earning or living. That was
Sean
the
said it.
key. That was the key. Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize, but that was the key point. That was key, and that needed to be said because that was the point I was attempting to make. So I hope it landed.
Okay. Yeah, I think the thing about us getting together when we talk about oppression and what we need to worry about for one another, our dispositions are poor generally. Like they really are. There's a couple things like and it be like small stuff, but like we willing to be disrespectful even when passively, you know. And so it's hard to hear the plights on the other side because that motherfucker is disrespectful over there. So now you got this mindset like that's what you get,
Mm,
you know? Like the fact that black women can die on the birthing table at a 15% higher rate and our reply is stop being so fat is because there's a extreme measure of that's what you get, you know? As an example of what I'm trying to convey,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
or y'all dying and y'all, I think I heard a term bullet bag, an
Mm,
extreme measure of that's what you get.
mm,
The leading cause of y'all niggas dying is y'all niggas killing, right? Right. Well, I am okay. Right. But it just when we leverage these arguments against each other for the sake of an argument, think about that. You know, Escobar with the $5 says, I believe our women don't want to walk with us. They have a different agenda. I digress. Mr. North with the $5 says, do black men unalive more black men and women than black women have abortions? Frederick with the $5 says 29 billion spent on February 14th. How many of you educated and depressed at the same time treated your man? Respect or nah? Be nice with the $5 says eventually really gonna need an internet detox. This can't keep happening every show. You want to respond to this? Big Op with the $5 says really need therapy, not YouTube. Y'all stop wasting y'all time trying to get through to her. You want to respond to this? Mr. North with the $5 says you can't agree that women, black or otherwise, are owed protection by men, black or otherwise, without agreeing that men don't have bodily autonomy. Tony Golden with the $5 says if you let them talk enough, they'll always make it sound like they think the world would devolve into The Handmaid's Tale. Is that a good show?
I haven't seen it.
Pretty good.
It's all right. I gotta watch it. But the girl, I can't watch that white girl so ugly. The leading actor, she's so ugly. I hate looking at her, man. King Nova with the $2 says, "How do you even build with black women?" Like, sure, you want to respond to this?
Nah, I'm good. They got their opinions.
Crash out or cash out with the $10 says, Sherelle is proving a point that a lot of women are damaged by the YN, then pointing the finger at the conservative men. He may not be Republican, but he definitely conservative. Ed with the $2 says, the only doctor I respect is Dr. Quinn, the medicine woman. Mr. North with the $10 says, "This is absurd. We won't even have a community if women are having abortions and deferring their prime childbearing years to prioritize a career. So even when they do have kids, it's only one or two. The world ends on Monday with the $10 says, Sherelle just needs Jesus, then therapy. Her voice stabs at men for the hurt women. She would watch it all burn before she stood in the fire for us. Women rebuke the black man for not having any power." Kurt with a $5 says, "Hamp is the man the women say they respect. Yeah, he is disrespected the most by women. One person to call Hamp, only person to call Hamp a bitch. That is true. That's true. That lady, when I called her average, she got mad at me. Sun Kid, Shalom. Ricky with the $5 says, "If you lived in an outhouse and never experienced a rose garden, you would come to think this is how the world is, like this outhouse." Callie with the $5 says, "The Handmaid's Tale book is way better than the show."
Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit.
I don't know, man. I just can't look at that white girl, boy. I hate her face, man. I really do.
It's a good show. It's a good show.
Yeah, man. She look. She like a gargoyle. You know what I mean?
Hey, so my bad, him. My bad. I'm at the corner.
Yeah, go. I was just talking shit.
Nah.
We almost done. Y'all tapped out, man.
I'm good, man. I'm sober now, man. When I first hit that link, I was like, we're gonna let this go, but that alcohol, you know what I mean, it's gone at this point. I was looking up the scripture, bro, and I was trying to figure out what it meant. You know what I mean? You taught me you got to read the beginning and the end of it.
What you think?
What I got from it, it was speaking about patience, right? And like when you're trying to like the acquisition of something or like gaining something, having patience. Am I off? On a particular verse?
So this is surely so. No, you're not off what you're saying there.
Okay.
But start at here and then read the verse after.
Okay, I got to go back. My bad. I need to read some more. My bad.
These are more closely related, right? So surely oppression make a wise man mad. Mad meaning crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But a gift destroyeth the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Heart meaning mind.
Yeah.
So you looking at the things happening systematically, right? Let's say maybe back in the day, right? But then you'll get a gift like a Obama, right? Just as an example, if y'all take this walk with me. And then people will say, "Oh shit, we had a black president. It is all right. Racism doesn't exist." Right? Because that gift, right? That tokenism will have you thinking like the mirage is real.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking, and we just assessing oppression. You know.
Yeah, wouldn't
Go ahead.
Wouldn't you say that would apply to with this notion of the black woman in the corporate or in the workplace?
What you mean?
Well, you said that the example you gave around the scripture, right? It's a facade, so to speak, right? And I'm saying, or I'm asking, wouldn't you think that would be the same? Because we don't have power for real. Like we're able to aspire to these positions, but that doesn't give us any power.
Yeah. Yes, 100%. But here's what 2K was conveying, right? Your mind is destroyed by it. Because he's saying the women, how they act towards the men as though that they are better or exalted over because they have these achievements. So now the structure in the community is offset, right? Or inverse or whatever the proper word is. So that's kind of what he was saying, right? When they obtain these positions, what's the disposition toward the men? Are they looking down on the men because they have these degrees and achievements? But if it's strategic by the white man to put them there to be exalted over the men, that gift now destroys the mind. And they're not thinking, oh, they did this on purpose, systematically, and now systemically.
Unless they are thinking that it's systematic and it's a means to an end.
Yeah, his assertion is that they
They're
aren't.
not. Right. I guess
That's his
that
point. Yeah.
and that right. And that's the thing. I guess he's talking majority of the women in those positions. He's arguing to a majority. I don't feel that way, which is why I feel compelled to push back because I don't feel that way. That's not how I see it. But I got you.
100%. And we just looking at what we do or don't believe based on the state of our community and relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So based on the state of our community and our relationships, and he's asserting that that's true, who would be proven right based on the state of the community and the relationships?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know that particular thing, that particular position is the largest problem.
Yeah, we're talking about
particularly if you see it as a
yeah, he's saying
particularly
this correlation specifically, right? So I'm not saying it's the all encompassing, but right, we're looking at what's the problem and then what are the things that correlate to this problem being exacerbated. Maybe you're saying no.
I just if we see it as an ends to a means or a means to an end, and we understand it's systematic, and I guess I would have to say if, right, the big if. I don't understand why we're not working together more to simply leverage the opportunity that's being, or the perceived opportunity that's being given, right? Instead of alienating each other and fighting about it, strategize on, okay, so this is the reality. This is how we need to move.
Yeah, because you didn't concede the point. And Shah, this is what you were saying about the what's going on, right? This is another thing that happens when people are implicated in a thing that's being assessed. We have a real difficulty with making that concession.
Yeah.
But isn't the concession saying that isn't the concession saying that it is systematic? It is. It's a setup essentially. It's not real. It's not it's not real power.
No, because but the women, are they thinking it right? Are the most of them processing that way, or are they thinking, yeah, I'm better than you because of X, Y, and Z? You see, if I could go right, I know the sports I love, what they do to the brain, right? It be dads like, oh well, that's just nah. Over time, keep hitting motherfuckers. There's gonna be a residual negative effect, right? I can make the argument, oh, it only shows up in NFL players. Well, they the best of the best that play for the longest time, right? So eventually, the chicken's gonna come home to roost, But I know motherfuckers who play football who say, nah, that ain't just CT. Nah, motherfucker, it is. You can't get nowhere with a nigga who not willing to say that boxing and playing football don't traumatize your brain over a period of time.
So you're saying we have to agree in order to be able to come together and make the change.
Yeah,
we need to agree on the same thing
if we're gonna get further faster. Because if I'm saying it's a system and not me, that's not gonna bear the fruit we need. Now I think Dr. G, what she's saying, but we speaking to the mass.
Right, and see that's where it get tricky but I get it. Majority, minority, I get it. But that's where that's the thing for me. That's the issue.
Yeah, no, Dr. G, when I got indicted, I was by myself too.
Yeah.
Arnold wasn't there for me. Shaw, 2K. He said the state of Connecticut versus Hampton Watson. I said the whole state? Yeah, the whole state, yeah.
It's a cold game.
All of them. All.
I don't know, man. I ain't fucking with y'all. Suke got his shades on. Arnold got
Just
his
turn the
arms
light off.
folded.
Man, my boy done.
Man, I'm
Tape.
tired of hard head ass shit, dog. Y'all got it.
I've been annoyed at this tape on Arnold's computer for the whole show. This shit served no purpose.
Got my password.
You memorized it?
Nah, cause like when we be out,
Really not.
like somebody else might be using my laptop, and then when they shit go black and they gotta call you to come sign in. I said, just put that shit on there, bro.
Okay. You got the tape so it don't rip the paint off the. Okay. I don't know, man. It's tough, you know. And when we are earning our degrees and stuff, and then we'll do some final thoughts. We just want to think about like how does this serve people outside of me, you know? Or is this degree, right, really? Like 1 Corinthians 14 and 30 is like speaking in tongues. If can't nobody interpret that shit, you only serving yourself. Right?
Yeah.
So should we place more value on the education things regardless of the monetary, the diminishing return? Because hopefully those people are teaching the kids correctly. Social work and social services, they are at a deficit, and those people have huge caseloads, but they are serving underserved children and adolescents, right? So there's a lot of ways you could look at a thing, you know, and y'all have to get those degrees to get paid. That's the other thing that sucks for y'all.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all.
Yeah. You know, and what is money always the determining factor?
No, it never is. It's just a dirty game that has to be done. If you want to earn, this is how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't answer the question.
I said no, but it's just a dirty game. Dang, Arnold.
It's not. I'm saying. Are you saying that I'm participating fully in the dirty game that you don't have to participate in?
What do you mean I don't have to?
You
That's
don't
what
have
I'm
to
saying.
participate in it.
I don't know what you would have me do
I'm saying
otherwise.
to the extent that you're participating in, you don't have to participate in it.
I don't see it that way. How else would I earn?
As much as you earn. I'm saying that you don't have to earn the amount that you earn. You're choosing. No. That's all I'm saying. That as far as you're consciously choosing to be in this dirty game because you want to be in it.
No, because I want to eat.
You want way more than eating.
No, I don't want to eat ramen.
You see,
that's what he's saying.
You way past ramen.
I don't want to eat ramen.
Mm-hmm. So you're choosing to be part of the dirty game. So like calling it a dirty game is like, this is a dirty game, right? But I'm the best at this dirty game, is what you're saying, Dr. G.
Right. Essentially, no, I'm saying the dirty game is this is what I have to do to earn, but consequently, it puts me in an opposing position to my man. And that's the dirty game. I don't want to be in opposition, but because I'm,
It does not. You do.
I don't want to eat ramen.
Well, I think Dr. G, I think the overarching thing is like, what was the thing we was talking about that day? Somebody telling you what to do? Was it?
They can't tell me no.
Telling me what to do?
They can't tell me no.
You know what? I'm glad y'all brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up because here's the thing. I made the comment, we were talking about women being told no. I made the comment that I've never been told no, and everybody lost it. Here's the thing, though. I also said I'm an adult. I'm grown. That's the part that really made everybody come apart. Not everybody, but a lot of the men. Arnold, I think you had a particular issue with it. This is the thing, though. If I'm in a relationship with a man and I know this man, I'm not putting him in a position to have to tell me no. That's why I've never been told no. I know what I'm doing, ebbing and flowing with my man to where I don't have to put him in a position to redirect me. I'm an adult, so I can think through a situation. This ain't gonna work. So, Janita, you need to go a different direction. You see, this ain't the time for that, Janita. So do something different. I'm not gonna be purposely contentious where my man got to constantly redirect me, telling me no this, no that. I'm a thinking adult. I'm intelligent. I can see what's going on and make the right moves based on the situation. I don't have to have my hand held in a relationship. I'm an active part of it, and thus he don't have to tell me no, because I already know that ain't gonna work right now. So I'm gonna move around, and it's gonna be okay. That's what I meant, Arnold.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, Dr. G, it's not true. Right? Because you got two people in a relationship that's constantly flowing. You got so many moving parts and things of that nature. There's so many things that you will inquire about, right? That you want to acquire. There's no way over the course of a relationship you don't have to tell nobody, nope, nah.
No. But it's in
Because
the
you don't
sense.
know how I'm thinking about a particular thing. My wife is like, hey, I want to get this vacuum because you got this big ass dog, right? So now you got this big ass dog. Like she ain't want to get the dog too, right? But now it's my dog, right? And this nigga been shedding because it's cold and hot and cold. So now she want to get a $600
That is your
vacuum,
dog.
right? Because the vacuum, I guess, apparently mops and sweeps the floor at the same time, and they had pet hair on it. So now she like, see? I'm like, nigga, get the fuck out of here.
But
$600 vacuum, man. You better use them arms and sweep like
listen,
you've been doing. But I had to tell her no. But you see things like process.
but no, listen, and shout out to Dr. Watson, right? The home girl and everything. But I'm never buying a $600 vacuum. I don't give a damn what it does. Just not doing that.
Easy for you to say it now because I already gave you the ammo.
I'm not doing that. This is what I'm saying. It's just to me. I'm not gonna convince you, Ham. I've been around for over a year now. I ain't gonna convince you, but that's what I was saying, Arnold. Essentially, I'm making better decisions so that we don't have to cross those roads. That's all I'm saying.
Move the vacuum. It could be a trip. It could be. I mean, there's several things that people disagree on.
I understand. I ain't gonna convince you. It's all good.
Well, I just know that people don't know what the other person is thinking 100% of the time, right?
No, but you can make decisions based on certain variables that are present at the moment.
But
you can do that.
So I guess we talking.
And we were talking specifically about the trip, Arnold. We were talking specifically about that, but I think you meant in general. You know,
you're right. I'm saying that I guess what I'm saying that I no longer believe that most women really want a leader. Right?
And then you go most again. So you might be right.
Yeah. So I mean, do you agree?
No.
So do you think in your situation there's any opportunity for your man to lead?
There's every opportunity for him to lead. If he can't lead, he can't be my man.
Right, but I'm saying that you said you smart enough to have everything already figured out. You already know the best way to go in most situations. You said almost all situations.
That doesn't mean he's not leading. That means that I'm not putting him.
So where is the oxygen for him to breathe as far as decision making? If you're capable enough to make every decision the right way,
Arnold. But it's his leadership that puts me in a position to be able to make those decisions. It's his leadership that enables that in me. That's how. You can't be with me if you're not a leader. You can't be with me if you're not a leader. It ain't gonna work out. He got to be a real man. Okay? And then that's all I'm saying about it. You say, is it most? I don't agree. But I don't date women. So, there's that.
You know, just knowing how relationships work, man. And it like you have to make it like a huge ordeal, right? There's several no's that come out over the course of a week. I don't know. You got
But we were talking about something very specific, though, Hamp. It was it was these things that she's wanting. Like, it wasn't just, do you want steak? No, it ain't that. We were talking about very specific types of things.
Yeah, it was about a want or a desire that he would have to tell you no about. Yeah.
Right.
Marcus with the $5. What up, brother Hamp, and some of the good people on the panel. Dope show tonight. Very interesting points. Some were disturbing. Good night. The world ain't no money with the $5. High earning black women should marry the kind, content construction worker, and he leads the household. She influences the aspiration of the kids. Callie with the $5. Sounds like y'all want Dr. G to be unruly just so her man can tell her no. Well, this is not true, right? Nobody was saying be unruly. We're saying that people have different thoughts, right? And if we don't agree, I have to say no at that juncture. Crash out of cash out with the $2. Dr. G says she in alignment and y'all not used to it. West M with the $5. Hamp, I'm kicking myself. I was at Sam's and they had that vac and mop for 50% off. I waited too late and now I'm cleaning the floor pissed off. Yo. Yeah, no, the unruly doesn't even pertain to what we're saying. We're just saying, man, wants and desires, when you align with a person, you may not know every thought. And my wife thought she had a great argument for why we should get the vacuum.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, so that's nothing crazy.
I just feel like we talk about the majority, like Arnold said, it's the majority of women, and then when we present examples of something that's contrary to that, we it's like we look to, make it illegitimate, and I know majority, I get the concept of majority minority, but we have to at some point be able to accept someone telling you that, no, that's not my experience. This is my experience. And we should be okay with that, even if it is the minority. That example needs to be legitimate. Maybe some of those majority people need to hear that from minority. Perhaps it can help change their thinking. I don't know. But it's like we seek to nullify the opposing perspective all the time. And I just don't know that that's fair.
Yeah, I think the minorities exist. It's just that I just look at like just our overarching results on things. And so I just know like when our results don't mirror our resolve and what we saying, like what do I do with that information?
You let people from the opposing share so that perhaps that helps with that majority problem, perhaps.
No, 100%. I just wonder then the fruits of that labor and them being that should that be their should it be their existence or current situation? Like, how does this work? Should they be living what it is that they're saying, or should they have the results to back up the things that they're saying? How do we work that?
Okay, yes.
Yeah, they would have to be living it or have lived it, sure. Yeah.
The only thing is, when it's a forever thing, why wouldn't they currently be living it?
Well, because there are other extraneous variables that come into play, not just that thing.
Okay, that makes sense. There's another thing that could be detrimental to a relationship outside of he never had to say no to you, right?
Absolutely.
Which could cause a relationship to dissolve. Yeah, that
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm done. I don't got shit else.
Yeah, I'm ready for the final time to be dying. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That liquor getting on you, baby boy. What you was drinking?
I had some Don Julio Reposado.
A word straight?
Nah. I had a margarita. They told me that was a sassy drink, bro. The girls said you can't be drinking margarita. That's sassy.
Yeah, they call them Gagaritas now.
Yeah, Gagaritas. My bad, man.
Yeah, man.
Pause. I had a Gagarita, man. Pause.
I ain't had a drink in like 3 months, bro. After I win this tournament,
turn up, man. I'm gonna I ain't gonna be with y'all in Vegas. I'm gonna make sure you get a bottle on me though. I got you.
Word. I went out with Sherelle one time. This nigga here, boy. Nigga, this nigga at home, man.
For real, like, why you bringing up old stuff?
That's what I'm saying, man.
You
About
about
the
to
hood
ask
shit.
every time you tell a story, you tell another lie.
This about the hood shit, right? 2K. Remember I was just telling you, right? The hood is the microcosm, right? We went to what the fuck we went? What's that shit called? Saltgrass, right?
Mhm.
So I'm treating. So I'm like, nah, get the ribeye with the bone in ribeye. She like, ooh, this expensive. And in the back of my head, this shit $38, nigga.
Hey
Hey,
man,
Stop
that's how
it.
good you be, man. That's how good you be.
Nigga ain't never been nowhere.
We're gonna have to have a show about that story you keep
hey,
telling.
Yo, man.
Cause I never get over it. You
hey,
never
now
talk
you
about
say
how
that, I see why she don't believe in niggas.
the stool was too high, and I had to pick Hamp up and put him on it.
Go
And
ahead.
split him. Yeah.
I see why she don't believe in niggas no more. After you told me that story, how it's all grass.
Yeah, man. She said, man, that. I said, this nigga.
I love Saltgrass. It's my favorite restaurant in Texas.
I told you, man, Sherelle put me in my field, bro.
I was getting ready to ask what it was. Honestly, I'm
Me
concerned
too.
about you, 2K. I was gonna ask where did we go dark for you because you didn't tapped all the way out.
Dr. G, you want to participate now at 2 hours and 50 minutes? We doing final thoughts.
Listen, I've been participating. I just know where to get in, where I fit in. That's it.
Final thoughts, man.
Yeah, man. Look. No, it's not.
Ain't that crazy?
He just wanted to buy the most
It's a
expensive
bullshit. It's a
in
bullshit
there.
steak.
I was like,
That's cheap,
I
bro.
wasn't
That's
even
cheap.
caring about the price.
That's
It's
cheap as hell.
how big the steak
Tomahawk.
is.
Yo,
Gotta get that tomahawk.
so yeah, I get the top. It's a bullshit steak, son, for $38,
That
man.
steak was good. You fucked that steak up. And you be taking your wife there. You liked it.
It's like
Don't start.
yeah, we usually do with the wife and the 6 kids because it's fucking cheap. Arnold, any final thoughts?
All right, so we not the oppressors of the black women. Let's put that on wax.
Yeah, indeed. You done?
Yep.
Krishana.
You know what? I did a lot of listening tonight because I came in a little later. I think it's important to listen and hear perspectives to just gain insight. And so I did a lot of that, but I spoke on what I felt as well. And shout out to my sis Sherelle because I did feel your heart tonight and I see you. So I just wanted to say that to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Damn, I guess Krishana, I guess 2K chopped liver, huh?
No, 2K. I think you're wonderful.
He was sad too, but
Were you 2K? You weren't sad.
he had his glasses on.
Ain't
You
24
were.
hours. He ain't gonna for the last hour.
I don't like that. That's our representation in her head, bro.
You know what I saw is that you showed care for Sherelle. You know what I mean? I think more so than anything that if you were sad, it was because of her experience that you were not
Don't
privy
clean
to.
it up now. Don't clean it up now.
Too late.
Oh, I'm
Didn't
not
even
cleaning it
notice.
up. I'm not cleaning
Didn't
it
even
up. I'm
notice.
clarifying. I'm clarifying. So when you have conversations with people, it's good to provide clarity. So that's what I was doing.
She said, "Oh yeah, 2K's nice."
And I mean it. I think all of y'all are wonderful.
No doubt, man. We got it. So you got your Discord downloaded. So
I did. I don't know. It didn't want to let me on. I guess
no, we got you. I saw you. I
That
saw
was
you
God.
today.
That was God.
Look, why is it because of the word Discord?
Yeah, it's Toxic Thursday tomorrow.
Yeah, just stay out.
Night, bro.
CJ gonna be in there.
Third shift.
Yeah, come in there at 1 a.m. Pacific.
Oh.
2K.
Man, I just want to say, like, if a man ever hit you and you go back, you are no longer looking for love, you're looking for a rematch.
Shot.
Hey, hell, when I first came into space, man, y'all crowned me a super right now. I appreciate it, but this like the third time I've been up talking to y'all niggas at 12 o'clock instead of like laying behind like a beautiful woman with some soft cheeks. I'm starting to question my position in the world. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is new for the kid, man. But Godspeed. Man, like I'm gonna say this, like Sherelle does say some very wild things sometimes, but I also notice him like when she speaks about certain topics. I don't know if everybody else catches it. Her voice starts to crack a little bit when she starts to talk about certain things because I think it's a real passion for her people, despite some of her takes being kind of hard to digest. And I just want people to pick up on that because I think as Black people, bro, we got to put our arms around each other. There's so many different things that happen, right? Like I'm grateful that the fact that now I can go home to my family and look at my father in his eye, and despite him not being the man that I want him to be, I love him. And I had to hate him. I had to hate him hard to realize I was just like him. And when that realization came, it kind of broke me for a minute because I thought I could stick my chest out and be like, I'm a better man than you till I realize I'm just like him. And what he got going on is in me, right? So as Black people, man, we got to try to find a way, despite this harshness that we come into contact, that we use when we come into contact with each other, bro. What we really need is love. Because ain't nobody else got us but us. That's just what it is. We can keep fighting, we can keep doing it, whatever, but nobody gonna come and save us. If you don't believe me, I'm gonna keep saying this is my new phrase for 2026. Pick up a book, nigga. Pick up a book. Stop going to Google and looking at the AI overview. Pick up a book that's written by a Black person about your people, and you'll find out what we doing ain't nothing new under the sun. We've been fighting this battle since we've been here, and the fight will continue until the Most High say we done with humans. We gonna need each other, y'all. It's just what it is. I know y'all hate to hear that. Ain't nobody coming to save us, bro. All we got is us. So I hope that resonates with y'all, man, because it's what it is. I love you, Hemp, man. I appreciate you always asking me to come on, man. But like I said, I got to think about some things, bro, because it's starting to get out of hand, bro. I ain't used to this, man. I don't like it. I don't like it, man. But good show, bro.
Man.
Good show.
Get you a wife, man. It don't take that long to see sunshine.
I know, man. I know it's me. I'm the problem, bro.
He coming to New Orleans. He better get his wife.
Yeah, I'm coming out the door. Yeah, for sure.
So you basically Tyrese St. Patrick.
Huh?
You basically saying you Tyrese St. Patrick, you finding out you go.
Oh, I guess so, bro. I guess so. Hey, shout out to 2K. Let me say this about 2K. 2K a wild boy too, but he a father and his children live with him. So, and he from Mississippi, so I know if he ain't good, he come from good stock, right? So he say some wild shit too, but he another person, man. He's solid, man. We just got to figure out a way to keep elevating the communication, man. But 2K a good dude too, bro. His kids live with him, so that means something to me. So
shit like that.
Perfect. Bro, what you think?
Another great stream. Put it on wax. Black men do not oppress Black women. They do not have the power to. Question yourself, if you did, would you? That's the question I want you to go home with. And if you don't oppress us, if we fighting to get out of oppression, why are you offended if you're not the people that's oppressing us? You ain't oppressing us. Our fight is not against you. But you don't want us to fight. That don't make no sense to me. But other than that, I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. You know, this is stage and shit is written. So I believe what I believe. My mind ain't gonna change. I know the majority of us are gonna be washed. Know the majority of us are wicked. It is what it is, right? But I challenge you, prove me wrong. Go love them Black women that's in your life. Go treat them white. Go treat them well, so they could bring the good news back. Because all they bringing back is horror stories. Go love them. Prove me wrong. I want to be proved wrong. Other than that, love the people that love you, man.
The G.
I love y'all. Thanks for coming out. Good night.
The Russell Sim. Oh, we can't
Love you
shout him
back.
out no more. I don't think we
I don't
can't
want to
shout
follow.
out.
I don't want to follow up Sherelle. Good night.
Right. Yeah, I'll just say this, man. I think that we step back and understand. In order to get to the women with the bad attitudes, you got to get through the men that fucking love them. And if that don't resonate louder than the maybe, if you don't get it, you won't get it. But in order to get to the women that you think got these bad attitudes, poor dispositions, you got to get through the men that love and protect them. And that has always been a thing. Don't put the monopoly on violence on black men.
Right.
That ain't how nothing works. You add it up from the beginning of time until now, and I promise you, you'll know who's the most profane fornicator.
Yeah.
Who has no place for repentance.
Yeah.
But I think it was a hell of a conversation. Definitely some interesting takes. Let's process this. If black women are going through something, whether we like it, understand it, accept it, believe it or not, you'll be affected by it by some way, shape, or form. Because you could marry out if you want, but your mom's still black, your sisters are still black, your aunties, uncles, your daughters, So the behavior needs to be checked, and we need to come to a conclusion and a remedy that includes everybody. When you get that plaque on the wall, make sure you did it for more people than just yourself. Make sure you can service more people outside of you. If you went through a healing journey, change behavior, everybody around you should be affected. Everybody else should see a positive outcome.
Absolutely.
Right? But if that shit only serves you, forget about it. Damn,
That's
man.
good, Hemp. That's good.
Perfect. Hey, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Jumping in Discord is Toxic Thursday.
Third shift.
And they in the gang. Be safe and do the right thing, man. Like, share, subscribe.
Tell a friend to tell a
friend.
And we out.
Yeah. Sparkeye. Yeah. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. DJ HAMP about to go live again. So hit the likes, my friend, on your way in. First off, salute the chat. And to all new cousins, welcome back. Heard you searching for the real. Well, this is where it's at. The latest topics and panels, and brother, don't get sent to the bathroom. We got all the stats, too, back to facts in the morning or the afternoon. Tuesday, women's POV, 2 Fridays, there's a jamming tune. It's a community of real, and we better than the world news. This might be risky, I hope you know. This might be risky. Let's go.